Way is yellow and features videos for kids and young people. These videos play on ICTV before and after school from Monday to Friday. Our Bedtime Stories is a special nighttime series for children in language. It plays every school night at 7:30 p.m. If you have a video you'd like to see on ICTV, please contact us. ICTV, showing our way.
The Central Australian Women's Legal Service, also known as CALS, is a free legal service for all women. CALS lawyers can help with legal problems.
This telecast is brought to you by Red Tails, Pink Tails, Right Tracks Program, Yipperinya Shopping Centre, Centre Court Foundation.
We're back on ICTV and it's the main event for the day, the 2020 AFL Central Australia Premier League Grand Final, Rovers versus Pioneer. My name's Stan Coombe. Joining me in commentary is a man who coached one of these clubs to a couple of premierships. He's also played in multiple premierships across the competitions here in Central Australia. Sean Cusack, can't wait for this one, and it's easy to make a case for both teams.
Yeah, what a game it'll be. You know, you just have to look at the season, like how lucky were we first to actually play a season.
We should all be grateful.
Yeah, and then, you know, to get out and get 8 rounds of footy, and here we are on grand final day, and you know the whole Northern Territory's done a great job in regards to the COVID, and that's why we're here today. And I think people have got to reflect on that a bit, because there is a national crisis going on, and
people aren't getting this elsewhere.
Look, in Vic Country and places like that, they're not playing footy, and we know how much they love their footy in those other states. And look, we're very lucky, and look, we're happy. We're lucky to have a grand final day, Stan. So
we're lucky to have Jason Doonerman here too. I just noticed on the screen, down from Tennant Creek.
Yeah.
Former Spitfires premiership player. Umpires are lined up in the middle.
I think Lockie play in the under 17s?
Not sure. I didn't get a close look at that one. I was preparing for the women's grand final.
Supposed to play, yeah. I think he was. Yeah.
Quality footballer, young Lachlan Doonerman. Yeah, they're lining up out on the edge of the centre square. I think we're probably going to get the national anthem just quickly as they come into this game. Rovers looking for 4 flags in a row. They finished minor premiers, 6 wins, 2 losses. Pioneer finished third, 5 wins, 3 losses. They played twice during the minor round. Rovers won the first one by 45 points. And then they won the second one by 19 points. So Pioneer closed the gap.
Well, this is, to me, it's pace versus physicality.
And experience.
Yep.
Grand final, winning grand final experience on Rovers' side. Pioneer have the pace. That's been their way for 70 odd years.
I watched the game between Pioneers and Souths to get through that first final. That was one of the quickest games of footy I've seen for a long time.
2 teams that love running footy.
It was electrifying, and
national anthem now. Wonderful rendition.
Nice job.
Not too far off a start to the big one. The 2020 Premiership decider here in Central Australia, being played at Traeger Park, the centre of Australian football. I mentioned that Rovers have won the 2 previous clashes earlier this year, but I tell you what, if you look at the way they got in here, Sean, you'd be pretty excited if you're a Pioneer supporter. Rovers won the semi against Feds to go straight in. They won it by 7 points. in the prelim, Pioneer defeated that same team, Federal, by 34 points. They've got a bit of momentum going for them, and maybe one issue for Rovers is they've only played one game in the last 4 weeks. This will be their second game in 5 weeks. They had a bye. Everyone had a week off for the AFL game, and then they went straight into the granny.
Yeah, they've made a couple of changes to their side as well from that game to get into the grand final. So very interesting. Like I said, though, Stan, I reckon it's pace and versus physicality and experience. And look, I love seeing the Pioneer side when they run and they chase and tackle and they use that pace. Look, it's going to be an interesting game. I can't pick a winner.
Couple of absolute superstars on each team too. Our pleasure to have Curtly Hampton back in town where he started his footy. 60 AFL games, 51 for GWS, 9 for the Crows. And Rovers have got Cameron Eilert, who may very well be the best Northern Territory footballer to never don an AFL jumper. His record might suggest so.
Oh, that's a big call.
2 Nichols medals, 1 Cheney medal, 6 Thunder best and fairest, 8 NTFL premierships, 2 Thunder premierships. It's hard for anyone else to top, isn't it?
It's a big call, though, Stan.
All right, we're underway. Pioneer and Rovers head-to-head in the 2020 Grand Final. Luke Farrows to Gareth Redfrey, a couple of the stalwarts. They've been put under pressure straight away, but a little kick for the Double Blues will get the footy out to that Gap Road side wing. Jackson Cole there with his nose over the football for Pioneer. A 2-on-2 contest. Cameron Eilert is in there. He can't break away as Pioneer wrap him up. We'll get a ball up. Centre wing, Todd River side of the ground. The grand final's underway.
Fairly even start, Stan, and ball basically hasn't gone anywhere. That's a good side for both teams, Ball up in the middle of the ground. Both big ruckman go at it. Miles gets it going his way. Ball at the back of the pack. Good pick up by Ross. Ross gets a quick kick to half forward. Oh, almost a good mark there by Lynch. Oh, well done by the Rovers defence. Good work there by, is that Cameron? Glover gets it out to McAdam on the wing. McAdam goes short to Lockyer at half forward.
Nigel Lockyer, another potential superstar, looking for another quality player who's won a BAG Grand Final medal before. Dylan Barry, this time he can't get it. Oh, some heavy bodywork on the Pioneer player as he got boot to ball. The kick went towards the half-back flank. The Eagles have got it. Now they go long. Search and kick towards half forward. Ball to the back of the pack. Double Blues in the box seat there. Trying to link up with handball. Jamal Lynch got a hand in there. Kurt Abbott in the end, though, for Rovers. Long kick to Dylan Barry this time. Sticky hands, and he's taken the mark half forward flank.
Yeah, Dylan Barry, quality player, kicks it up now, looking for his forwards. Foster's in there for Pioneers. Good play by the Pioneers defence, and Little now gets a short kick out to Hampton. Oh, Edwards gathers 45 metres out from goal, has a shot. Offline.
Probably should have given him a mention in the lead up too. More AFL experience there, Sean Edwards.
Yeah, exactly. Cameron Eilert and Sean Edwards in your side. Jeez.
That's one thing about this strange season. It has allowed some players to come here that normally wouldn't. They couldn't play elsewhere. It's good for the standard of footy as Pioneer moving the ball out of defence. One fell a little bit short of the intended target. Not sure the Rovers player had the footy then, Jack Sandry, when he was dumped to ground. Pioneer, long kick towards the wing. Oh, some courage shown in the marking contest there by Gordy Lilliot. Couldn't hold on to it. The Eagles. Curtly Hampton onto the left boot, gets it inside 50, desperate lunge to get hand on the footy now. Luke Farrows in over the top, leaves it for his teammate. Shaped the handball a couple of times, and eventually they did to Renfrey, and Renfrey goes long and direct straight up the middle. Ethan Little waiting there for the Eagles, and he receives the handball.
Yeah, Little goes now, kicks it out wide, looking for his teammate in Kieran Smith.
There was a whistle there.
Yeah, Kieran Smith, great to see him back playing footy.
Son of Graham.
In Alice Springs, and we know how good he is too. Stan, and his dad was an
one of the best
champion. Anyways, gives a handball over, finds his teammate there. Now he follows up Smith. That's how dangerous he is. Good running player, kicks it out, looking for his teammate in Hampton. Hampton just gets caught behind, but the ball runs out of bounds.
Big Patrick Doyle out there for Rovers too. He had a great game last year.
Yeah, good matchup, and what that'll do is Doyle normally leaves his play and reads the play. He'll have to pick up Hampton because they'll go to Curtly Hampton all the time. So this is going to be an interesting battle.
Only 1 point scored so far, about 4 minutes played in the 2020 Grand Final. Rovers We've got that point on the red tail scoreboard. Quick kick out of trouble. It's been taken by Bruce. Bruce feeds a handball back inboard. Some good tackling now. Clayton Walker with the footy for Pioneer. Snap. It's up towards the top of the goal square. The Eagles got a couple of players lurking around here. Rovers' defence is desperate though. They hold it up. And we'll get a ball up only about 10-15 metres out from the Pioneer goal.
And the pace, the pressure. I spoke about that earlier on, Stan. If the Pioneers use their pace to pressure, geez, they're going to have it's going to be a really good day for their club. Anyways, ball gets tossed up, ball goes to ground. Well done by Williams, gets it out to Hampton. Hampton goes for a snap, but it gets smothered. Ball stacks on the mill. Oh, there's a high tackle.
Good umpiring. It was there.
Towards Pioneers. Can't pick the player up at the moment. They better be careful. They might give away a 50.
Kieran Smith, is it?
Yeah, we spoke about him earlier on, Stan, and he's quality. Just a good deliverer.
Well, the umpire right on the spot there.
Yeah.
You've seen it on our replay on ICTV. Great camera work.
He's got good skills.
It is Kieran, is it?
Yes.
Yep. Son of a gun. Oh, kicked into the man on the mark. Dylan Barry picks up for the Double Blues. A little fend off and then onto the left boot. Gets it long and wide. The ball beats his teammate Nigel Lockyer Jr. over the boundary line. Probably get a boundary throw in.
Think 9 months ago he was running around with the Essendon Bombers. Now he's out here at Dragon Park.
And if you watched Essendon Bombers this year, maybe they should have snaffled him when they had the chance. Because I think there's heaps of potential there. If the AFL club's got a hold of a body shape like that, what wonders they could do.
Ball still same area where it was balled up from. That's how tight this game is. There's not much room.
Nothing happening scoreboard-wise.
Big Miles, he goes up, gets the ball down. Oh, players in there. I'd like to see Pioneers get the ball out, get the quick handball out, because Rovers will wear you down in that tight stuff. Miles now gets his hands on it again. Coles in there, Manolis Coles, good stuff. Gets it out to Lake. Lake now's got one to beat, he does. Kicks it into the forward line. Cody Marriott kicks the ball out. He's done a ton of work to make this A-grade side for Rovers. Pioneers now, Williams wins it. Kicks it long. Foster's underneath it. Can he take the grab? Good play by Kurt Abbott. Gives it back to the big man. Now Kurt Abbott's away.
Kurt Abbott probably play for T-Tree tomorrow as well. Nice pass, Dylan Barry. He has got a thumping leg.
Just a bit too hard.
Had a bit on it, that one. Nigel Lockyer just got a hand on it before it went over the boundary line, so it's not going to be a free kick to Pioneer. It'll be a boundary throw. He did gain his team 50, 60. I got no idea which way the wind out there is favouring, Sean. Maybe that end of the ground, the way that one sailed.
Yeah.
It's blustery here at Traeger Park today.
Similar to what happened in the last game. The play is on that side of the ground.
It is, so the wind must have something to do with that. Here's Dylan Barry getting lots of football early on in the game. Just got his handball away in time. Footy's been picked up and delivered inside 50. Long one here, right over to the back.
Kunoth.
Oh, little soccer off the ground. Toshi Kurnoth with the beads in the hair kicks the first goal of the grand final.
Good work by Nalgan.
Was it the nail gun that got the long one in?
Gun, yeah. Good team effort, but goes back to Dylan Barry.
He's had a bit of it.
Geez, he just makes things happen when he's around the footy.
Gee, Charlie McAdam, another one.
Don't let him get away from you.
Down from the top end too. Yeah. Certainly added a bit to local football. And
McAdam name, mate. We're sitting in their grandstand.
Credit too in that goal. Kurt Abbott down there in the back line. Yep. The iron curtain across half back. He's going to be hard to get past.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quality player, quality bloke.
He linked up there with Big Paddy Dorr. Anyways, ball in the middle of the ground. Good work there by Luke Adams. Luke Adams gets a quick kick to Dylan. Oh, he gets shoved in the back. Yeah. The umpire picked that one up. He's almost a chance here.
I reckon he can make the distance.
Yeah. Some dangerous signs, and Dylan Barry's the one who seems to be making it happen.
Luke Adams getting involved there. He's played for both of these clubs on and off. He's been there, back, there and back again.
Premiership play for Pioneers as well?
Not for Pioneer.
But for Rovers he is.
Premiership play for Rovers. Oh, Barry, that is unusual from him. He got very close to the man on the mark. He's going to roll out of bounds in the forward pocket and we'll get a boundary throw in. Haven't seen Dylan Barry miss kick like that before. I guess it happens to even the best.
No, that's right. It goes out of bounds. We've got Sam Laporta going up against Miles. Ball goes at the back of the pack. Cole's underneath it, gets a quick kick away. Goes towards two players out there. Good contest, Nash and McAdam's in there for Rovers. Ball is being held up. The umpire, yep, he'll call it.
Let it go a long time.
He did.
Normally when they let it go that long, you think, oh, there's a free kick coming here.
Can I just say it was a good effort by John Harvey just to hold that ball up?
I failed to mention him a couple of times too, still trying to work out to a couple of blokes. So he's picked up a few touches out on that Todd River side wing.
He's a good runner. I've watched him the last few weeks, Stan, and he runs.
There's Jarwin Coleman-Olis trying to barge his way through. Footy stolen off him by Cameron Island, whose pass forward is good. Chest mark taken for the Double Blues just outside 50. It might have been Big Laporta kicking to the lead out from full forward, made by Nigel Lockyer Jr., who hugs it to his chest. He'll go back and shoot for goal.
Yeah, look, that's the danger signs, you know. Players getting on their preferred leg and then kicking into their forwards. Now you've got Nigel Lockyer Jr.
Another son of a gun. His old man played in multiple premierships for South. That one's hit the post. Through for 1 point. Rovers 1-2-8. The Pioneer yet to score. They have steadied. That's probably the recent grand final experience for them.
Exactly, yep. They have steadied well. Little now chips it over to Mac. Mac now, the former South Roo, kicks it out wide onto the wing. Players there.
Well, there's some distance in that direction too.
Yeah.
With that kick, that wind's
It
got me confused. It's all over the place today.
We can just see the paper on the ground. It just swirls around. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting day. I mean, it's a day for skill, but it's also a day for using your footy smartness and the way you use the footy.
We've done a few games today, and this is about boundary throw-in number 1,000 over on that side of the ground, I reckon. Ball, the wind conditions probably having something to do with that. Plenty of players around it. Glover on hands and knees. Couldn't get the ball out. And the umpires found a free kick. He's indicating high, and the free kick's going to go to the Double Blues.
Laporta, or is that Renfrey? Yep.
Gareth Renfrey, best on ground in last year's grand final.
Yeah, ripping player. Ball goes out of bounds again. Mate, you're getting your money's worth if you're sitting on that side of the ground.
You sure are.
It just seems to be. It's obviously got to be pushing that way, Stan. Ball up. Two players at it. Miles and King. King gets front spot. Pushes it towards the boundary. Nash is in there. Gets taken. Good play by Pioneers. Smith kicks it up looking for Foster, but the ball will go out of bounds on the full.
Kurt Abbott doing the signalling for the boundary umpire there.
Yeah. Might have a career after footy, Kurt Abbott.
He's gone the short pass. It's a good one. Cameron Glover. He's taking the mark on the halfback flank. I reckon he got BAG in one of the grand finals.
Yes, he
too.
did. Yeah, the second year.
Here's Dylan Barry. He sorted. Slipped the handball off to the nail gun. Baden Nalkin. High kick. Tossie Kerner from behind. Couldn't quite hold on to the mark this time. Lockyer's lurking as well. Pioneer defenders trying to get back in numbers and just hold it up. Ball not coming out from underneath the legs at the moment. There's a little handball out. Renfrey working hard. Lockyer there. A fumble. Picks it up. Snap it. Goal. Has gone through. Nigel Lockyer gets Rovers' second goal on the red tail scoreboard.
Yeah, now it's
gee, it was a scrap that was.
Yeah, getting away, and that's a bit of the stuff where it's tight and it's hard, and they use their strength to get the ball out. I'm a bit worried about Pioneers in regards to that, see how long they can actually maintain that body pressure, because they are a lighter team. I'd like them to see it.
On the replay there, we saw Nigel with the snap.
Throw the ball out a bit and use that run. Yeah, good play by Lockyer, obviously.
May well have been Sean Edwards in there too that might have slipped a little handball out that cleared the area for Lockyer too.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 goals, 2-14 Rovers. Pioneer yet to score on the red tail scoreboard, but we know this young Pioneer side got plenty of run in their legs. I think Rovers need to build a lead.
Yeah, definitely, because as the game goes on, they'll keep running. Yeah, but I'd like to see him get a goal here, Stan, just to sort of stem the margin a bit. King and Miles goes up. King wins the tap. Manol Collis gets a quick handball out. Ross will sweep on it. Oh, he does. Here he goes. Quick kick up to the forward line. Oh, good gather by the full forward. He has a snap-on goal. Clayton Walker. Great effort. He had a bit of space on his opponent there as well. So
wait till he takes a mark and has a set shot for goal. He's a terrific set shot for goal from anywhere inside 50. So the Double Blues to bring the ball back into play. The Eagles are on the scoreboard at Traeger Park. Long kick, Travis King the target to Joe and Coleman. Ola stood his ground, then got the crumbs and slammed it on the boot. Sent it forward for the Eagles again. Bit of a punch away from behind. They're looking for a free kick. The umpire's letting things go. Footy back in Rovers' direction. The nail gun. Baden Nowkin leads in the race for the footy. Bad bounce. Swan there. Good shepherd by his teammate. Gave him a little bit of time. Oh, the nail gun swoops again. Picks it up. He'll go long inside 50. 1-on-1. Kernoth with the set. He takes the mark. Plays on. Runs in and puts it through for another one for the Double Blues. Tosh Kernoth's got 2.
Yeah, nail gun. How good was he? Good defence by the Rovers Footy Club there just to get it out. I must say, though, Stan, the Pioneer player in their forward line got grabbed, and it was lucky. He was real lucky. But that's the way the footy goes sometimes.
Was it maybe Christopher Williams, number 14?
Yeah, his arm got grabbed. But, look, you know, umpire didn't see it.
Tossy on the replay and made her out. He's banged that.
And it went straight like it went from that. How quick did it go down the other end?
Yeah, swift movement of the footy. That's something we normally expect from the Eagles. Yeah. 3-2-20. Pioneer 1 point. Red tail scoreboard.
Yeah, Foster's in the ruck now for Pioneers. He'll go against King. King is a solid ruckman and has probably rucked for the last 4 premierships. Last 3 premierships. Oh,
tackle!
Great chase. Great chase.
Francis.
Bruce now. Oops. Oh, the big fella smothers. Bruce is back in there though. Good contest from those 2 players.
A few umpires out there amongst the playing contingent. All traffic cops pointing, indicating. Gee, that we just saw on the replay. Francis Bruce chased down the big fella from behind.
Yeah, some really good efforts there, Stan.
Willie Foster doing some ruck work here for Pioneer. Oh, heavy body clash there. Big King went down. I think it might have been Francis Bruce that laid the hip and shoulder. Tough stuff holding the ball. The umpires picked the free kick out. It's going to go to the Double Blues. Big fella to take it, Sam Laporta.
Laporta, normally up in the forward line. He's playing in the ruck today. Goes low. Kunoff could have taken it. Little now. Gathers in the back pocket for the Eagles.
Oh, over the line.
Over the line.
That was probably the easiest opportunity Toshi Kunoff's had.
Yeah.
He's kicked 2.
You'll find that, sometimes where the guy has all the time in the world, but he just doesn't take the grab, you know.
Holding the ball decision on the replay. Boundary throw in footy, deep in attack for the Double Blues. They've kicked the first 3 goals of the grand final. Ethan Little working hard in defence. Attempted kick forward for the Double Blues is smothered in over the top. Sabian Little for Pioneer. The umpire's going to call for a ball up. Of course, Sabian Little did a little bit of roving microphone for us earlier on in the season.
Yep, and now he's playing in a grand final. And that's probably the best thing about Pioneer. So they've got a lot of juniors that have come through their under-18s. Playing a lot of young players.
Another one just came onto the ground. Jimmy Bruce. Yeah, look out.
Absolutely. Ball at the back now. Edwards now on 50. Kicks it to the top of the square. Kunoff.
She's having a field day.
What would this be, Stan? Is this his second
He's kicked
goal?
2 and nearly had that opportunity before. Yeah. I'm going home to bead my hair tonight because I want to play as good as Tosh. It's too hard to look as good as him, but third goal. Tosh Kernoff kicks it. Rovers are off to a flyer in the 2020 decider. 4-2-26. Pioneer 1 point. Red tail scoreboard.
Yeah, look, Pioneers have to.
Got the replay here.
Yeah.
Sean Edwards, AFL experienced player.
Yeah.
Just a bit of a floating, wobbly kick.
Tosh was in the right spot, in front where a forward should be.
Right spot, right time. Tosh Kernoth, Minahan medalist.
Yes. Yep, Minahan medalist.
probably the best footballer to come from Hart Range way, perhaps ever.
Maybe Donny Sharper.
Donny Sharper's the only one that I reckon could rival it.
Yeah. Maybe the big Don.
Footy back in the middle. Time for Pioneer to get a wriggle on.
Ball back in the middle of the ground. Both ruckmans fly. Goes towards Pioneer's direction. Luke Adams is in there. Gives a quick handball out. Now Manolis Cole gives a quick handball over the top. That's the player we were talking about earlier on, number 10. Harvey gets around one player, gets a handball off. Pressure though by the Rovers Football Club. They're away here. Yeah. Nash, Edwards on the wing, goes long. He's looking for Lockyer. Mac does really well. Goes at the back of the pack. Lynch is there. So is Lake. Umpire calls a free kick, and I think it's going to go towards
Lockie Lake.
Of
course, down from Tennant Creek. The Lake family, great footballing family for Pioneer over the years. Couple of All-Australians in amongst that crew.
Yeah, I can remember watching the last year's preliminary with the Colemans. Coleman and his brother.
Plumbers.
They were terrific. Anyways, ball gets kicked out of bounds, and on the wing side, or the gap road wing here at Traeger Park.
Tony and Peter, just to give a special mention to the Elder Lakes.
Yep, definitely.
Great players.
Yep, ball up. It'll be Edwards and Foster. Edwards, good play by both players. Ball gets knocked down. I think that's Adams in there.
That's a chicken wing tackle. He had no hope of getting that out.
Yeah, that was Farrows. Good tackle by Ethan Little. Now to Hampton. Hampton now kicks long. He's got a player under it. Harvey goes hard. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Still on that gap wing.
Yeah, Glover went hard as well. Did the discipline thing. Punched from behind.
Yep. And you'll find the best teams do that, Stan. They do the discipline stuff. They make the tackles. And that's why these two teams are out here today.
Gordy Lilliot in the ruck against Foster. I'd probably back Foster in that contest most times, and Foster won the tap. Ben Wade there, haven't seen much of him yet. He had a cracking in last year's grand final. Bruce gets a handball forward for the Eagles. Cody Marriott, though, gathered, slammed it on the boot. Got it forward for Rovers, but it's gone out of bounds on the full. Again, that win, taking everything over the boundary line on that side of the ground. Jamal Lynch's kick in board has been intercepted. So the Double Blues can go forward again. Jack Sandry. Nice pass from him to Sam Laporta. Laporta will go short as well. Oh, Cameron Island had to wait for it, so well done. Well done by Francis Bruce that time. Oh, another kick forward for the Eagles has been smothered. Pressure from Rovers at the moment is...
I'd just say Francis Bruce's efforts. He's putting his body in. Like, he's only a young bloke, and some of those contests that he goes in for, Stan, he's ferocious.
No fear.
Ball up. Foster wins that one, goes forward. Ethan Little's in there too. Hampton's in there.
Hear those surnames. Yeah. Been hearing them for 70 years in Central Australia. Little, Hampton, Cole.
Yeah.
It's the same ones.
Yeah. Ball at the back. Nash now gets it. Ball goes to ground again. Good tackling by the Pioneers players. Ball gets knocked out. Adams is underneath it. Tries to knock it forward. Farrow's now in the middle of the ground. Little's over the top of him. Good play there by Lake. Oh, it's real tough stuff in there at the moment. Clark now. Clark overruns it. Here they go. Foster at the back. He just doesn't gather. Rovers players back him up. Clark now. Good tackle by Foster. Oh, this could be holding the ball. No, the umpire comes in and he'll ball it up.
And speaking of umpires too, we did find out why Greg Gilbert was on it earlier today. It seems like the veteran is retiring. 25 plus years of officiating in the CFL.
What good service, and they do, they have a crack at it. They do a really good job.
It's not an easy job, that's for sure. It's the toughest job in footy. Here's Kurt Abbott. His jumper was held as he tapped the ball forward and towards the boundary line. There goes the bell for quarter time. So the reigning premiers Rovers stamped their authority on the game in that opening term. 4 goals to 26 to Pioneer 1 point on the red-tailed scoreboard. Can only give you goal kickers for Rovers. They're the only team that have got any. Tosh Kernoff kicked 3 in the opening term. The other one was kicked by Nigel Lockyer Jr. What a dangerous set of twin targets up there in the forward line.
Yeah, it's very, look, Stan, 100%. If you're not kicking to Kernoff, you're kicking to Lockyer. And then when Dylan Barry goes in there, he's a small, good, solid forward as well. So, geez, it's tough.
All Pioneer need, I think, is a quick goal in the second term. Steadier, then the confidence will start to roll on.
Yeah, they need to kick a goal. Yeah.
Look, we'd like to thank the Red Tails, Pink Tails, Right Tracks program, Riverina Shopping Centre and Central Australian Women's Legal Service for their support. That's made this telecast possible. That's the first quarter out of the way. 3 more to go. You'll see them only on ICTV. We will be back with more very, very soon.
The Central Australian Women's Legal Service, also known as CALS, is a free legal service for all women. CALS lawyers can help with legal problems, including family and domestic violence, child protection, family law, housing and debt. If you live in Alice Springs, Tennant Creek or a remote community, we're here to help. You can call us on 1800 684 055.
Yipper in your shopping centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yipper in your shopping centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Red Tails is driving good culture and good energy through the community. It's just as important that you're successful off the field as you are on the field, and I think that's what Red Tails drives, and that's opportunity to do virtually whatever you want, and it really explains to you that the world is your oyster. A lot of people talk about it. You see people wearing the shirts as you walk down the street, and I know a lot of people want to be a part of it, and I think it's driving change, it's driving positivity.
Yipper in your shopping centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yipper in your shopping centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Follow Melbourne's 6 steps to stay healthy and get rid of trachoma.
Play your nose until it's empty. Wash your hands with soap and water. Wash your face with clean snot and yucky eyes. Brush your teeth with toothpaste morning and night. Have a shower with soap every day. Don't share towels. Clean faces, strong eyes.
For more information, contact Indigenous High Health.
Yipper in your shopping centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yipper in your shopping centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Welcome to the ICTV Programming Grid. The Programming Grid shows the different categories of videos playing on ICTV throughout the week. Each category is represented by a different colour. Young Way is yellow and features videos for kids and young people. These videos play on ICTV before and after school from Monday to Friday. Our Bedtime Stories is a special nighttime series for children in language. It plays every school night at 7:30 p.m. If you have a video you'd like to see on ICTV, please contact us. ICTV, showing our way.
Buddha, are you or your family interested in studying? Learn in a supportive and culturally safe way. Bachelor Institute is currently enrolling students. We have courses in health, education, visual arts, media, and many more. We also have pathways into higher education. You can free call Bachelor Institute on 1800 677 095 or check us out on Facebook.
Melbourne's Safe Bathroom Checklist helps you keep your home healthy. Check your bathroom using the 3 options from the list. Tick it if it works, and look around your bathroom for other things that might not be working as they should. Cross if it's broken or not working correctly, and circle things on that list that you don't have in your bathroom. A healthy home keeps you and your family healthy. And don't forget to report anything that's not working to your local housing authority.
This telecast is brought to you by Red Tails, Pink Tails, Right Tracks Program, Yipper Shopping Centre, Centre Corp Foundation.
And welcome back to ICTV. You're watching the 2020 AFL Central Australia Premier League Grand Final. Quarter time, Rovers 4-2-26, lead Pioneer 1 point. On the Red Tail scoreboard, moving and grooving with M&M during the quarter time break, Sean.
Yeah, I don't know about moving.
Might have heard that down the gap, I reckon. It was pumping pretty loud out of the PA here at Traeger Park. Great start to the first term to the reigning premiers.
Yeah.
I got a sneaky suspicion deep down inside, though. Pioneer going to make a real run at the Double Blues at some stage today. Maybe it'll start in this second term. Shane Miles in the ruck up high.
Big man.
Beautiful tap down. They'll go forward through Christopher Williams. Long
Oh,
kick. It's going to
that's a
roll
goal.
through. My goodness, that's about a 70-metre kick. And that's the way to get your first goal in a grand final.
Can I just mention Shane Miles?
What a tap.
That is the hardest I've ever seen him attack the footy. And he got it to Williams, who was getting a hard tag by Farrows. And they were away. But that came from Shane Miles.
This is what the Eagles needed. A goal on the board, steadier. The confidence will start to build from here. 4-2-26, 1-1-7. That's the red tail scoreboard. That kick, how many metres? He was inside the centre square when he got boot the ball.
Like I said, mate, that was fantastic by Miles.
Just what the Eagles wanted.
Exactly. Big ruckman back at it. King and Miles go at it. Oh, ball on the back now. Cole Manolis kicks it to half forward. Oh, Kurt Abbott's there. The speedster, the T3 speedster gets it to McAdam. Now back to Abbott. Abbott now in front of the grandstand. Goes towards Laporta. Goes at the back. Foster's going to gather. He's got a couple of players given him. He goes himself, the old boy. Goes to half forward now. Finds that man in Harvey. Gives it off to Little. They're away here. They got a bit of space. Hampton, one-on-one. Good play by Doyle. Sandry's in there as well. Gets a handball. Or a quick kick out to King. King now a relieving kick, but it only goes towards Pioneers.
Yeah, no one home there for Rovers. Joe and Coleman Ollis will pick up the footy just inside the boundary line. Nice pass. Got it back inboard and found Kylan Bishop. Another talented youngster for the Eagles. Oh, that kick's out of bounds on the full. Free kick should go to Charles McAdam for the Double Blues.
Yeah, and we played young Bishop. He used to play for Rovers, and we played him in that first year when I was at Rovers. He's a good quality player, Stan.
I think he's the son of the tap doctor.
Yes, he is.
Kick in, that was partly smothered by Ethan Little. Good standing the mark. He ends up receiving it and dishing a handball back inboard, but a whistle on it, maybe it was over the boundary line again.
The attack on the footy, ferocious.
Just feels like something's happening, Sean.
Yeah, I love it. I love it when, Shane Miles especially, I think, if he really grits his teeth, he can have a real influence on this game. Ball at the back of the pack.
Oh.
Ball goes down. Oh, the nail gun's in there. Oh, he's around the pack now. Eilert gives it to Clark. Clark gets a quick kick out. Goes towards McAdam. Oh, Hampton's got him. Locked him up. Good tackle and good football from both teams.
Oh, doesn't that take you back? Hampton and McAdam going head-to-head. That's been happening here in Central Australia for about 30, 40 years.
Unbelievable.
Great names, AFL names too.
Yeah, 100%.
Out of Alice Springs. Shaney Miles, good body work. He's the ruckman that got hands on that. Edwards went to put the boot in and then withdrew it. It was clever. Dylan Barry over the top of the umpire calls for a ball up.
Yeah, I'm loving Shane Miles' efforts there. Look, he just went in there, tackled as well. He is really putting his hand up. King now, Miles at it again. Hampton gets tackled. Now Smith. Smith moves the ball up to Little. Good play there by Cody Marriott. Now gets it to Glover. Glover goes back to Sandry. This is dangerous. Sandry just needs to get the kick. He does, but it's all Pioneers at the moment.
Harvey takes the mark. He can play on. He'll kick inside 50. Curtly at the leg. Off hands. Into the open goal. Go the Eagles. And Christopher Williams puts it through. He's got the 2 goals this term.
2 goals by Williams.
And I've got to say it, Sean, I think Rovers looked a little bit nervous in that passage of play.
Well, it was quick, Stan. It was deliberate. It had purpose. They were going to Hampton. Hampton's an ex-AFL player, Look, dangerous signs. Good footy by Pioneers, though. They needed to do this.
Suddenly,
and they're coming back.
Suddenly Christopher Williams is doing what Tosh Kernot did at the other end in the opening term.
Well, Chrissy Williams, he's a quality player too, Stan. Played for the Darwin Buffaloes and this year's transferred over to the Palmerston Magpies. Ball up in the middle of the ground. Shane Miles and King do it. Edwards gets in there. King gets a quick handball over to Eilert. We've seen this on heaps of occasions. Eilert goes long to his forwards. At the back, Lockyer, one-handed grab off the left boot.
Oh, post.
Wow.
That would have been spectacular. He's
Lockyer.
clever stuff by Jamal Lynch. He's played on immediately, but the kick didn't find the target. McAdam was there. Now Barry gets it. The handball to McAdam. Back to Barry. Oh, Barry. Unusual. Off the side of the boot, that one out of bounds on the full, right in front of the Pioneer Hill, and they're cheering that.
Did the Barry there. But what do you expect from Pioneers? Like that's footy, and you know, you make a mistake in front of them, they'll let you know all about it. Ross now kicks it out, looking for Williams. 4 players fly. Foster at the back. Foster still at half back for Pioneers, goes to Lake. Now Foster's away again. He just needs to put it out in front of him. He does. Foster takes a good clean grab now. Hampton's on the lead. Great lead. Great kick.
Curtly Hampton, 60 out. Is he too far out to score? He's given it an almighty roost. It's going to go to the goal square, and Tommy Clark holds his ground in the front position. The son of President Rob takes the mark, and he clears off the last line of defence.
And Francis Bruce was lurking there too.
Here you go, the double blues up towards the half-back flank. Ball's going to roll over the boundary line, though. We'll get a boundary throw in on that Todd River side of the ground.
Bruce has hurt himself there too, Stan. Just at the top of the square there. He's
oh, yeah. Still
assistance.
down. That'd be a shame. Exciting youngster.
Oh, looks like they're calling for the stretcher too.
No, that's no good. We've got a replay here. And it's a bit hard to tell on the replay.
I'll make the umpires aware of this ASAP
happened to him?
before you, because I think Bruce is in the midfield or up on the wing.
The play's going to go on.
Yeah, I'd be, if I was a Pioneer person, I'd be telling the umpires ASAP.
Rovers take advantage. They get the forward kick, and Sam Laporta's marked on the chest. In between wing and half forward. Long kick towards the 50. The nail gun takes the mark on the chest just inside the boundary line. No. Two grabbed. Might be boundary throwing. It did bobble a little bit on his chest.
Yeah, the nail gun.
Baden Nowcombe played some good footy for Thunder for a couple of years. Plenty of good footy for Nightcliff.
He's special, mate. Ball up. Laporta wins it, gives it to Edwards. Edwards kicks it, but it goes towards the old veteran there in Foster.
Meanwhile, on the screens there, we can see Bruce being assisted from the ground.
Ball gets kicked out. Wild Glover there takes an easy grab. He's at half forward for the Rovers Football Club. Actually, it's going to go to McAdam. McAdam there, wearing the number 4 Guernsey.
This is interesting.
Ships it to Kunoff.
Look, just interesting while Kunoff lines up for goal, Sean.
Yep.
They've taken Bruce off in the forward pocket, but put Bruce on through the interchange gate. This looks like Francis Bruce off. His younger brother Jimmy has come on. If he's gone off down there, that's game for Francis Bruce.
Oh, it looks like he's done too.
Yeah, they had to get him through the interchange if there was any chance to
Looks
play.
like his ankle, Stan.
Tosh Kurnoth looking for his 4th goal, 3 in the opening term. Shot on its way is a lovely kick, Tosh Kurnoth. He salutes the Pioneer Hill. They were giving it to Dylan Barry before, but Tosh Kurnoth gives it back. And the Rovers get a steadier.
If there's one thing I know about Tosh Kunoff, though, Stan, if you hold him down early, and oh no, he seems to be walking off inside the boundary.
The problem is the player that came on.
Oh, he's already got. Okay, they already replaced him.
Yeah, so there might be, I don't know, maybe there was another interchange going on with someone else coming off, but I didn't see it. Kurnoth happy in the replay.
See, there's one thing you know about Tosh Kunoff is if you hold him up early and you really, put the pressure on him, and if he doesn't kick goals early, you're in with a good day on him. But what he's done today, he's 4
goals
already, and it's not even half time. Ball up in the middle of the ground. Miles again, ball goes at the back of the pack. Eilert now, experience showing. Goes towards Smith. Smith's just got to grab it. Now he does. Laporta applies pressure. McAdam's there, going to get in there and support his teammate. Short passes on Edwards.
Well done, Sam Laporta.
Takes a great chest mark.
Porter, the big fella, put the pressure on Kieran Smith. Smith did all he could do, get the handball out. McAdam there to swoop, but well done, Sam Laporta.
Second player that got there, Stan, and McAdam got that. McAdam's experience, he gets there, And now they got a shot on goal.
AFL experienced player here, Sean Edwards. Plenty of footy for St Mary's in recent years in the NTFL. He allowed for the breeze, but the breeze didn't really get hold of it like it has been today. Most of the time, out of bounds on the full. Pioneer supporters breathe a sigh of relief. Rovers 5-3-33. The Eagles 2-1, 13, 20 points the difference on the red tail scoreboard.
Now Lynch kicks it. Goes long looking for Foster. Edwards is there. McAdam's there. Ball rolls out of bounds in front of the change rooms here at Traeger Park. Good matchups around the ground as well. Stan. Good, really good matchups. Look, Manolis and Remfrey.
They're all pairing off everywhere.
Yeah, Remfrey wins it this time though. Goes forward. Islet's at the back. Here's the nail gun!
Clinching. He's missed.
He's missed.
Gee, that doesn't happen often.
He just reads the ball so well.
I started writing that one down.
Mate, he looks like he runs on air. He doesn't touch the ground, you know?
Never actually looks like it's full pace. Yeah. You just see on the replay, but he pulls away from anyone chasing him.
Absolutely.
Great player from out Hermansburg way. Nalkin family, some fine footballers there. Clinton Nalkin was one of my all-time favourites.
He was a freak.
Jamal Lynch to bring the ball back into play for Pioneer. They're going to come the grandstand side. Bit of a run, and then now a long kick. Foster to fly. Hands on it, 2 grab mark taken by the youngster. If he gets going, he'll lift Pioneer onto the left boot. Searching kick. Here's Jimmy Bruce. Nice pick up with the bouncing ball. Gave himself a little bit of time and put the footy out in front of his teammates here. This might roll towards goal. Oh, Harvey's lurking too. Not too far out from goal. They need to stick the tackle. They can't. Little's got it. He ducked into the tackle, and that'll probably be holding the ball.
Oh, how good was that by Harvey? Just to gather.
That kick almost ended up being a goal. Unbelievable. We've seen some beauties in this second term.
Well, ball gets cleared now. Laporta's there on his own, but again, the ball will roll out of bounds on that side of the ground.
No doubt Eagles have steadied.
Yeah, geez, what a good kick by Bruce. Just he could have went through, you know. Yeah, interesting. That breeze is doing some tricks out there.
I love the way he placed it out in front of Eddie Hampton too. Hampton just couldn't quite get there.
Yeah. The really good sign for Pioneers. Foster's taken some good grabs. So I think there's some hope there with some of the young players. Anyway, ball goes to ground. Players in there working hard for it. Now,
is that Big Doyle?
Big Paddy Doyle gathers the footy, but now it goes out of bounds, and Ross will kick in for Pioneers at half back.
Another famous.
Oh, sorry, that's Thomas Swan. Sorry.
I say another famous name. Ross. Yep. Swan it was though. Here goes Dylan Barry for Rovers. Put the little handball maybe out in front of himself, but Islet picked it up, gave it back to Barry. Barry will have to give it back to Islet. Good pressure from the Eagles. Islet forced to kick hurriedly, and that's hit the light pole about 20 metres up, out of bounds on the full. Free kick to Pioneer and Jamal Lynch to take it. Good pressure, the Eagles.
Yeah, great pressure, and the young man Jamal Lynch now will clear for Pioneers. Kicks towards the wing. Ethan Little flies at the back. Well done by Doyle. Now Sandry works it out. Davis kicks it back to where the ball came from. Lake's in there. Islet's in there. Well done. Laporta picks up the footy. Ball still. Now it goes out of bounds. I
think Sam Laporta's done some pretty good things at ground level for a bloke of his size.
Sam Laporta actually comes from Victoria, and apparently he's kicked like...
Not recently.
No, a couple of years back, but apparently he's kicked like a few hundreds down in leagues in Victoria.
True, so we haven't seen anything like that from him here, but he's certainly having a real red-hot go today.
He's about 37, 38 years old.
Is he?
I think he's that old, yeah.
Wow, older than Rob Clark. Cheers, Rob. We know you'll get a laugh out of that, mate. Ball up on the half-forward flank for the Double Blues over on the Todd River side of the ground. Still almost 9 minutes left in this second term. The Eagles have narrowed the margin they faced at quarter time by about a goal. Quick kick forward here for the Double Blues will go inside 50. Lockyer up in the marking contest. Ball knocked away from him.
Lynch.
And in fact, Lynch is going to get the free kick. Good matchup, that one.
Now, Lynch missed out on last year's grand final playing for South, and we've seen him play a beauty of a preliminary final against Pioneers, and now he lines up for Pioneers this year. Hampton goes long, basically half back to half forward. The mark has been taken by Elliott. Doyle. Doyle's got 2 to beat. Good play by Pioneers just to lock him up.
Oh, just looking on the screen there, Big Doyle's been to the same hairdresser as Toshi Kernoth. I reckon he just didn't get the beads.
Yeah.
He's got the braids.
Yep, 100%.
He might have to do the ruck work here too.
Ooh.
Oh, neither ruckman really went the ball there, and free kick's going to go Rovers. Yeah, it's going to go Rovers' way. Be taken by Adam Davis, former captain.
Off the play somewhere. Odd.
Yeah, it might have been because I'm pretty sure Doyle went for the ruck. So Davis's kick didn't have the legs to get to his teammate. It's been cut off at halfback for the Eagles by Jacob Lampton.
Jacob Lampton. Big kick there by Hampton. Goes towards Foster. Ball will go out of bounds again. Good play though. The Eagles are starting to go a bit longer now with their delivery, which has helped.
Certainly when Curtly Hampton gets it, he's going long.
Yeah, definitely. Yep, and the brother had a crack there too, Jamie. That's one way to get it down the other end. Ball up. Players go at it. Doyle gets front spot, gives it to Renfrey. Renfrey goes long, goes towards the wing, and Lampton gets it again. Now,
space here.
Kicks across to Ruben Mack. Mack now, he's got Baden Elgin. Good play. Now Swan gets it. Oh no, that's Little. Little now drives the ball. It's a free kick.
Whistle, free kick to the Eagles.
Ooh.
Push out the marking contest.
This is good, and it's to Williams again.
He's kicked their only 2 goals.
Yeah. Williams now. Both clubs ringing the changes. Getting some fresh legs on the ground.
Tosh Kernoth kicked 3 goals for Rovers in the first term.
Yep.
Chris Williams lining up for his 3rd in the second term for Pioneer. You can't match Kernoth.
Wow.
Gee, the wind out there too. I reckon that'd be real difficult to contend with. The point on the board to Pioneer.
Yeah. Got to kick it to the right-hand side goalpost, like heavily, you know.
The Eagles are 2-2-14. Rovers 5-4-34. That's the Red Tails scoreboard. Speaking of the Red Tails, we'll have Ian McAdam from the Red Tails Pink Tails Right Tracks program up here at halftime to have a chat with us. Of course, that program, one of our great supporters.
Yes.
That's allowed us to do the telecast.
Yeah,
Cameron
absolutely.
Eilert took the kick-in duties for the Double Blues. There's big Sam Laporta, nice pick-up, low to the ground. Went backwards with the handball. Now the next one forward taken by, was it Luke Adams? Against his former club, playing for his former club against his former club. It's interesting, isn't it?
Elliott. Yeah. Ball goes to half forward now. Oh, the nail gun.
Slick.
Skills. Gives it to Barry. Barry goes back to Laporta. Laporta's under pressure. There's Little in there. Good play by Curtly Hampton. Hampton now. Short passes it to half forward. The goal kicker, Williams. Williams sweeps the handball out to Jamie Hampton. Now Jamie Hampton levels the ball up, going for Foster at the back. Foster almost gains it. Oh, he's got good legs. He's got good wheels.
He's a good player.
Shot on goal. Beautiful kick. It's very hard to pick up a player that size if he doesn't take the mark in the air, and he's got the agility he has on the ground, Stan.
We'll get the replay here, and we'll just see the athleticism of the bloke. He read it well.
Yeah.
He's never going to miss once he got it in his hands. That's a big win for Pioneer. Eilert and Dylan Barry and the nail gun combining on the half-forward flank. I thought they were away.
Yeah.
Pioneer put the pressure on. Curtly Hampton involved.
When
Jamie Hampton involved too.
Don't they? When they get to the ball, when they get to the player, they apply the pressure. Pioneers push the ball forward.
It's game on in the grand final. 4 minutes to go in the second term. Pioneer have kicked 3 goals in this quarter. Rovers have only kicked 1. Edwards looking for it to get it out of the centre for the Double Blues. Cole Manolis hassles him. Ball slapped towards Kieran Smith. Little underground handball was pretty good. Ruben Mack to Foster. He gets it to Cole Manolis. Kick to the half-forward flank. Bouncing ball on the attacking 50. Williams there. Jumper held by Farrows. Williams is going to get the free kick. He's had a big second term for Pioneer. They're on the lead. Oh,
off one step.
Just, probably needed to just push back. Peter Nash cutting it off for the Double Blues.
I'm curious why Kane Savalas isn't playing today. Like Kaney's doing the water. He is...
good play to leave out.
Oh, ball at the back now. Kunoff overruns it. There's Cole. Cole gets a quick kick. Now he's looking for... it might be Bruce. Yeah, I think that's Bruce in there. Ball goes out the back. Kunoff now. Short passes on. He's looking for the nail gun. The Breeze grabs it. Well done by Mac. Gets across.
Couple of real good defensive efforts from him.
Yeah, Ruben Mack, fit as a fiddle.
If the nail gun got hold of that and got away.
Yep. Yeah, the boxer.
Put your glasses down.
Ruben Mack fit. Champion boxer.
Boundary thrown in front of the tree of knowledge. It's happened a few times today. Kernoth tried to get the kick forward, but it's been smothered, and the kick forward for the Eagles was smothered, but picked up by Ethan Little. Little floating kick towards the middle of the ground. Up went Foster. Rovers players stayed down. They'll collect the footy. Sandry gives a little handball backwards to Adam Davis. And now Davis out to Tommy Clark. He'll run it down the Todd Riverside wing. Had one bounce. Long kick. Dylan Barry waiting there for it. Cole in there to put the defensive pressure on. He's a great defender, young Jackson Cole. Yep. Barry, can he keep it in? No, he can't.
That's a free kick or a throw in.
Throw in.
Yeah, you're right, Stan. He is a good defender. He's hard at it. He loves this, loves to compete. So, ripping contest there. Dylan Barry, Cole. Ball gets tossed up, Laporta. There's Miles. Barry gets it. Oof. Good pressure there by McCall. Manolis. He marks his own. Actually,
Did he do that?
Sorry. He was the tackler.
Yeah.
Lampton now. He's got a little bit of time. Oh, well done. Gets around Eilert. Puts his body over the footy. Eilert there. Oh, this could be dangerous. Nah, the umpire says it's okay.
They've been consistent with it. I'll give them that. They don't seem to be as hot on it. Oh, I just saw on the replay there. Coleman Olis, some heavy body work on Dylan Barry.
That he calls the ball to be kicked in the air. Yeah.
That kick went high, and Coleman Olis caught it when it came back down from re-entry, I think. Here's Gareth Renfrey. Oh, his kick smothered. Well done, Kieran Smith. Lockie Lake gets the footy. Had a bounce. The pressure was coming too. The handball to Jamie Hampton sells a bit of candy. And now the kick towards the wing. Looking for Williams. Farrows from behind. Oh, good work, Farrows. The handball to Big Doyle. Doyle gives it to Sandry. Going backwards, Davis now with it. Kick into the centre. Tom Clark has got some space with the Double Blues.
Oh, he's all by himself.
Oh,
look out. Here comes Little. He's got him, but
good
well
effort.
done by Clark. Gets back up. Kicks it to Kunoff. Kunoff's got a little bit of time, but Cole's rapidly chasing him down, putting pressure on him. Cole does really well. Look at him go. Front posse. Unfortunate not to get it. He does get the free kick. Well done.
Great contest.
Well done by Cole.
He's digging in. He's digging in for the Eagles in the back line. Got the replay here. There's Kunoff in over the top.
But the effort, he took it off, Kunoff. And then he had to get...
no one standing on the mark. Played on and nearly got caught by Baden Nalkin in the end as the halftime siren sounds.
Good quarter.
Good quarter of football. The Eagles made a comeback. They kicked 3 goals in that term and restricted the Double Blues to just 1. Rovers 5-4-34. Pioneer 3-2-20 on the Red Tails scoreboard. Quick goal kickers for Rovers. 4 to Toshi Kernoth, 1 to Nigel Lockyer Jr. And for Pioneer, 2 to Christopher Williams and 1 to Sean Foster. We might head to a break pretty quickly because when we come back, we're going to be talking about the Red Tails, Pink Tails, Right Tracks program with Ian McAdam. Stay tuned, ICTV.
The Central Australian Women's Legal Service, also known as CALS, is a free legal service for all women. CALS lawyers can help with legal problems, including family and domestic violence, child protection, family law, housing and debt. If you live in Alice Springs, Tennant Creek or a remote community, we're here to help. You can call us on 1-800-684-055.
Yipper in your shopping centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yipper in your shopping centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Red Tails is driving good culture and good energy through the community. It's just as important that you're successful off the field as you are on the field, and I think that's what Red Tails drives, and that's opportunity to do virtually whatever you want, and it really explains to you that the world is your oyster. A lot of people talk about it. You see people wearing the shirts as you walk down the street, and I know a lot of people want to be a part of it, and I think it's driving change, it's driving positivity.
Yipper in your shopping centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yipper in your shopping centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Follow Melbourne's 6 steps to stay healthy and get rid of trachoma.
Play your nose until it's empty. Wash your hands with soap and water. Wash your face to clean snot and yucky eyes. Brush your teeth with toothpaste morning and night. Have a shower with soap every day. Don't share towels. Clean faces, strong eyes.
For more information, contact Indigenous High Health.
Yipper in your shopping centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yipper in your shopping centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Buildup. Are you or your family interested in studying? Learn in a supportive and culturally safe way. Bachelor Institute is currently enrolling students. We have courses in health, education, visual arts, media, and many more. We also have pathways into higher education. You can free call Bachelor Institute on 1800 677 095 or check us out on Facebook.
Red Tails is driving good culture and good energy through the community. It's just as important that you're successful off the field as you are on the field, and I think that's what Red Tails drives, and that's opportunity to do virtually whatever you want, and it really explains to you that the world is your oyster. A lot of people talk about it. You see people wearing the shirts as you walk down the street, and I know a lot of people want to be a part of it, and I think it's driving change, it's driving positivity.
Melbourne's safe bathroom.
This telecast is brought to you by Red Tails, Pink Tails, Right Tracks Program, Yipper in your shopping centre, Centre Corp Foundation.
And welcome back to ICTV's coverage of the 2020 AFL Central Australia Grand Final. The reason we're able to provide this coverage is because of some of the support that's been received, and one of the main supporters is the Red Tails, Pink Tails, Right Tracks program. Joining us from that program is a man who knows what Grand Final Day is all about, because he's been best on ground in one of these.
Yeah,
Ian
absolutely.
McAdam, how are you, mate?
Thank you. I'm very well. Yeah, that was a few years ago. Shawnee, how are you?
Yeah.
Living the memories, but today's game's a bit of a ripper.
Still getting over that day, Stan. I played against back that day. Get sick of chasing him.
Is he still rubbing it in a bit?
Yeah, I mean, he just gives you a look every now and then, Grand Final days.
No.
I've got to live with it, you know.
I'll let that go quite a number of years ago.
All right. Now, the Red Tails, Pink Tails, Right Tracks program. Macca, most people in local football circles know about the Red Tails and the Pink Tails. Maybe not so sure about the Right Tracks program. We've probably got some interstate viewers today. Can you give us a brief outline of what the program's about, what you're trying to achieve?
Yeah, I think we started off in about 2011, the actual idea, and it was all about how do we, I guess, make our football clubs, you know, a place where, you know, we can put in a lot of health and leadership programs to bolster the players and also our community with all those, you know, really good messages that we try and do elsewhere, but it wasn't getting into our clubs. So right at the start, it was actually Shawnee and myself wanting to do this with our footballers that were picked to go into state, and they'd always come back because, you know, they didn't have the ability to get a job or homesickness, all those things that it's really difficult, especially from Central Australia and then in our remote communities, to go and do, to go away from family and try and make it with footy. So, you know, Shawnee's idea, Shawnee got busy with other stuff, and it just kept rolling along. And then I banged into Rob Clark. Rob had the idea of the Red Tails and the Pink Tails, which is the football club, football side of things. And we've always maintained that we wouldn't do one without the other because they're both important. We want to make people aspire to be good footballers, but we really need those champion people in our community. So, you know, these programs around alcohol and smoking and domestic violence and all that stuff, we deliver to the clubs. The clubs sign up to us, and we also support them on the with the on-field stuff as well, like footies and all that kind of stuff when they sign up. So it's a holistic approach to try and make, you know, our clubs more than just you know, footy.
You mentioned Sean's impact at the start. He was the inaugural coach. I've just been shot. No, I think the sprint race is on out there at Traeger Park at the minute. And Cayenne Campbell, who played for Rovers earlier today, it looks like she's just about streeted the field to win the sprint. Daughter of Fred Campbell, AFL experience.
Yes, about this the race.
Yeah, and it's a bit of fun. So it's a chance to get our faces out there. The only people that really see us are the other teams throughout the year when we do our programs. But this is just to make a day more memorable. And again, you know, with the 100-metre sprints, no, 80-metre sprints, they cut it down. And the longest kick is just a bit of fun to make the day a lot better, you know.
Correct weight, Traeger Park, correct weight. They're collecting now on Cayenne Campbell.
And wasn't Freddie a ripping player?
Terrific. Won an Everingham medal himself here on this particular, and coached the premiership.
Yeah, absolutely, with Rovers.
Great play. Now, COVID-19 has thrown everything into haywire this year. What impact has it had on the program, Ian, and have you worked your way around it?
Oh, initially it stopped what we were doing, and because we're the program's, it's a partnership between the Central Australian Football Club and the Central Australian Aboriginal Congress. We actually work under the Congress banner. We were able to shift into another area of support, but with the community, with the COVID stuff. So we were put onto the quarantine team. All of the right track stuff with the team stopped because the club stopped. And we were just doing all the temperature taking and that with people that were in quarantine in Alice Springs. So for a couple of months we were doing that, and then thankfully we got back into the footy side later on in the year. So definitely a big impact. We normally take teams away during the year with the Thunder stuff, but that didn't happen. And also the summer stuff, I think it'd be a bit irresponsible if we start taking teams away too early again into state. So
now obviously the red tails and the pink tails, that gives you great access to, well, local future leaders and role models. But I know that's not the only cohort that you deliver the message to. I've had the personal privilege of seeing you get out and deliver the program in an educational setting too, as the youngsters now race in the 100 metres. And that young fella has won it by a fair way. It's an 80-metre race, or maybe a 60-metre race. He's won it by 20.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, but educational setting, that's important.
Yeah, our main target is our seniors. There's not many programs targeted at our seniors, our men and our women, and that's primarily what we do. We deliver those programs to them in our footy clubs. But we also love going into and doing stuff with the juvies, with the kids at school. Clontarf's a great supporter of ours, and we get to do some leadership stuff with all the students that are in the Clontarf program as well. And that just keeps us invigorated and busy. But yeah, but our primary goal is to do all the stuff with the senior players in those footy clubs. Just
before COVID-19 hit, magnificent opportunity for the young men from Central Australia. Took them to New Zealand. Look, probably interstate travel or overseas travel like that is going to be hard. Any representative games on the horizon, mate? Not yet. That was the senior men's team that went to New Zealand, and it was a magnificent trip. It's really all about the journey and not the actual game in New Zealand, even though that was fantastic as well. I mean, all those players that played had to get a passport, so that was a journey in itself. But we're looking at taking the girls, we're looking at taking our senior community representative, Red Tails representative team interstate as well, because they haven't had one for quite a while. So it's about trying to find those hit-up games to keep everyone interested, and then when those games are running, that's when we run those alcohol and smoking programs as well with those types of teams as well. Thanks for joining us, mate. Been a pleasure to have a chat with you at halftime. Always a pleasure to have a yarn, and of course our thanks on ICTV go to the Right Tracks program, Red Tails, Pink Tails. because their support has helped make this great coverage of local football possible. Who would imagine that this would be happening 10 years ago?
Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
Fantastic stuff. We'll take a short break, then we've got to come back soon with the second half. It's looking like it's going to be a pretty good one. Rovers are leading by 14 points on the red-tailed scoreboard at half-time, but Pioneer look like they're coming. Stay with us.
The Central Australian Women's Legal Service, also known as CALS, is a free legal service for all women. CALS lawyers can help with legal problems, including family and domestic violence, child protection, family law, housing and debt. If you live in Alice Springs, Tennant Creek or a remote community, we're here to help. You can call us on 1800 684 055.
Yipper in your shopping centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yipper in your shopping centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Hi, we're watching ICTV.
Showing our way!
Yipper in your shopping centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yipper in your shopping centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
This telecast is brought to you by Red Tails, Pink Tails, Right Tracks Program, Yipper in your shopping centre, Centre Corp Foundation.
You're watching ICTV and you're watching the 2020 AFL Central Australia Premier League Grand Final. Almost ready for a start to the second half at the main break. Rovers 5-4-34, lead Pioneer 3-2-20. Red tail scoreboard. A big thank you to Ian McAdam for coming up during the half-time break. Thank you to Red Tails, Pink Tails, Right Tracks program for their support of this coverage, and thanks also to Yipper in your shopping centre and the Central Australian Women's Legal Service. Great to see those local organisations getting behind this magnificent coverage. Sean, this is set up. Oh, sorry, Stan Coombe in commentary joining me. Sean Cusack. Sean, this is set up to be a ripping second half. You just get the feeling Pioneer are going to keep coming at Rovers.
Yeah, that's it. Look, they've lost a player. One of the Francis Bruce. They've lost, so they're down 3 on interchange. But look, just in that last 5 to 7 minutes of that second quarter, they were on. They were attacking, and they were putting a lot of pressure on the Rovers' defence. That quick ball in does amazing things. I mean, even if you kick it in and it's a chaos ball, that's good for Pioneers, because if it hits the ground, they could do anything once it hits the ground. So, look, if they go out there and really apply that pressure early, look, anything could happen today.
One bloke that got going at the start of the second term was Shaney Miles in the ruck. He goes at it again. This time it's pretty even. Joe Cole-Manolis, the handball to Jamal Lynch, slammed it onto the boot. Got the footy towards centre half forward. Rovers player underneath. But he's been swamped. Sean Foster, he's got some dash. He could goal from here. Unselfishly, handballs off to Hampton. Curtly Hampton for goal. Has put it through. They've started the third term like they started the second. A goal within about 15 seconds.
Cole-Manolis starting to win ball in the midfield. Gets it out to Lynch, and Lynch gets a quick kick in. It doesn't have to be perfect. He just got it in, and look
Foster
what happens.
too.
Foster's turning it on. I think the last couple of times Foster's been close to the footy. He was one of the guys that kicked the goal in that second quarter, one-on-one. And look,
in the blink of an eye, there's only 8 points of difference on the red tail scoreboard.
Great from a spectator point of view. Look, what a ripping game so far. The Pioneers have had to do a lot of work since the first quarter. Ball up in the middle of the ground, both ruckmen at it. Cole in there again, gets it out to his teammates. Williams is over the top. Good tackle there by the Rovers player. Just a bit of extra stuff now. Farrows will get it. Wins a free kick. Just got to be disciplined. Now he gets the ball away. Kicks it to Lockyer. Lockyer!
Very strong. Might have been some hands on the back there, but that's allowed these days if it's a realistic attempt to mark, and he just steadied himself. He didn't push.
He is a good football player, really strong. And look, he's done a pre-season without an AFL club. So, look, brilliant player. Let's see if he finishes off.
Kick one in the first term. Oh, the goal umpire doing a little bit of work to the left there. Through for one behind.
Pushed it, didn't he?
Rovers.
Maybe he kicked it a bit too hard to the right.
Rovers would have loved to have got that quick reply. They move on to 5-5-35. Pioneer 4-2-26. 9 points of difference on the red tail scoreboard. Clock continues to tick while we wait for the footy to come back, and I reckon we wait about 30 seconds in. I'd rather see time on and not lose it. They're looking for Foster the kick in. Well done, Kurt Abbott. Abbott from 40 out on the run. Didn't get purchase on the kick. It'll go to the goal square. Cole comes at it. Eilert there. Great tackle on him. Holding the ball. As Rovers socketed it through for a goal. The tackle was rewarded.
He had to be spot on with that tackle too. Look, no doubt, like an experienced player did it too.
Willie Foster.
Yeah, he wrapped the arms up and it was a great
Got it
tackle.
on replay here. There's Abbott's kick. Cole came to meet the footy. Oh, it looked like he was gone. That is a good tackle, and I reckon the umpire's got that right. Kernoff almost had his fifth. Well, he kicked it, but it won't count.
The opportunist. Yeah, good play. Cameron Island in the right spots as well. Big kick by Foster. That might go a bit too long. I think it has.
What's this wind doing? They're going along in both directions today.
Yeah, yep. Now, Laporta. Short pass into Eilert. Eilert, he juggles. Foster's on him. Foster does really well. But unfortunately, kicks it out, and there's 3 Rovers players there. Swan gets there, though. Almost gets a tackle. Good play by Rovers. Rovers now work it out. Pioneers in there again. Little's in there. Beats his player, gets a kick.
Whistle.
Is
it over the line? Gee, Pioneers pressure. It's good.
Yep. Rovers there. I couldn't pick up those players, but it was Davis and
maybe Gordy Lilliard over that way too.
Yeah.
Cam Eilert. 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Little grabs at that footy, just didn't quite hold it.
And Foster followed it up beautifully, didn't he?
Certainly a good kick to him from Laporta.
Normally backmans, they're just, he's got it, but Foster did really well.
No, he won't give up Willie Foster.
Yeah.
He lives for this football club. His father, is he Woe's son?
Yes.
No. He coached the team last year, or is it nephew?
I think he's nephew. I think he's
Robbie's
son.
Oh, the great great Robbie Foster, one of the superstars of Central Australian footy through the 80s. Nothing happening out here on that Todd Riverside wing.
I think, but yeah, Foster
great
family. Pioneers, mate. Yeah.
Well, Dickie used to sit down by that scoreboard.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
Little trying to work his way forward for Pioneer. He's been pinged for holding the ball. Adam Davis gets the free kick.
Though. You know, Ethan's trying to push the ball forward and trying to get first use of it. Davis now gets the ball out to Laporta. Laporta, gap wing, kicks it into the forwards, looking for Lockyer. Ruben Max there, just drops it. But good play by Mac just to push it out of bounds.
Tense, feels like the calm before the storm here at Traeger Park.
You can feel it.
9 points of difference.
Something's going to happen.
Rovers are clinging on to the lead. They led by 25 at quarter time. So it's been whittled away by the Eagles. Shaney Miles, some good body work in the ruck contest. Probably got hands on it too. Double Blues player. Suspicious looking possession there. Cam Glover slammed it onto the boot. He was under a bit of pressure. It's gone off the side, out of bounds on the full. The Eagles have certainly lifted the pressure rate.
Basically, if you kick the ball up in the air on that side of the ground, it's going to go out of bounds.
Everything's going that way today.
Out of bounds on the full. So, there's a free kick being played. It's
something happening while they were waiting for the ball to come back. Didn't pick it up. Was just watching the fella bring the footy back from over there, over the fence. Well, Laporta can drive the Double Blues deep into attack. He does just that. 2-on-1. Foster waits. He takes the mark. Well done, Jackson Cole. He played his part to keep Kernoff out.
Experienced there, Foster. We were just talking about him. The kick goes over the top now. Dangerous. Edwards turns, gives it to Clark. Good pressure there by Lynch. Foot race now. McAdam.
Probably got to
could
get
be
it
in trouble there. There's calls for...
Interesting call for a ball up because the footy didn't stay trapped for very long.
No, it actually got out the back, so
Replay there.
Lucky for Pioneers there.
A little bit of tunnel ball by Charlie McAdam. Ball up on the half-forward flank, grandstand side. Well, I think Travis King got hands on that. Now a quick kick forward by Adam Davis. Ball bounces on the 50, Laporta. Handball back to Davis, they're coming at him. He got the kick away, it was good. Tosh Kurnoth's taken the mark. He can shoot for goal from 40 metres out. He kicked 3 in the opening term, 1 in the second. He's looking for number 5.
Yeah, and just ring in the changes again. Swan looks a bit sore though. Looks like he's done something to his ankle. And young Jimmy Bruce comes on, and Nash.
I think Rovers really need this goal.
Yeah.
They need a steadier.
Yeah.
Won't be easy in these swirling conditions. As good a shot for goal as Tosh Kurnoth is, it's not easy out there today. Oh, I think that might have clipped the post.
Yeah, and
it did, according to the goal umpire.
Yep. Mac now.
Grant Butler down there. Edno.
Yes, definitely. Good play there by Pioneers. Oh, they're under pressure now. Mac's got to get a clearing kick away. Rovers peppering. Here's Kurnoth. Good tackle by Cole. Ball will be tossed in.
She's about 40 metres around from the Double Blues goal.
Yep.
Yeah, they started in a blaze of glory, but the Eagles have pegged them back.
Yeah, the game's
boundary throw-in. Gee, was Laporta the ruckman? He took it out of the air. Gave the handball off, but the attempt to kick forward was smothered. Now the Eagles are away. Kieran Smith received the handball. Had one bounce. I think he got it from Harvey. A second bounce. Tucked in on the boundary line. Kick out in front of Sean Foster. That's dangerous if you're a Rovers supporter. This bloke can run in. Nice pick up. Gets through one tackle. The second tackle got him. He threw the handball away. Glover comes in to collect it for Rovers. And he handballs out wide to Davis. And Davis will kick it to Lukey Adams, who's marked it on the back flank.
Yeah, I just think they could have worked that out a bit better, Stan. But look, the play's there and they're willing to have a risk. So good play by Pioneers. Now Rovers out of half back. Doyle kicks it towards Laporta. Laporta's picking up a few
great game.
possessions today and doing some good stuff for the Rovers Footy Club. Anyways, he kicks it long. Foster's in the hole again, but it goes at the back of the pack. Edwards gives a quick handball over to Renfrey. They can share it. Raffle it. Bang.
Lockyer's goal.
Lockyer.
Tosh Kurnoth wanted it too. They were both there.
Yeah.
A steadier for the Double Blues. Nigel Lockyer kicks their second. And they move on to 6-6-42. Pioneer 4-2-26. Got the replay coming up here. That score on the red-tailed scoreboard. Gareth Renfrey, unselfish.
Yeah, in cool hands.
Could have been Kurnoth, could have been Lockyer.
Yeah, and I think, down the other end, just with Foster and a couple of the players down here, I think if they just worked it out a bit better, they probably would have capitalised. But when you don't score down one end, what normally happens, the other team takes it and kicks a goal.
Bit of a buffer now for the Double Blues. They've kicked 6 goals. Only 2 blokes have kicked any. Tosh Kurnoth 4, Nigel Lockyer Jr. 2.
Yep, absolutely.
Couple of quality athletes, good overhead, good when it hits the ground.
Yeah. Ball up in the middle, and Miles wins this one, goes towards Islet though. Colmanolis juggles. Oh, this could be dangerous. Yeah, now they win it out of the middle. King gets a kick to Tosh Kurnoth. Good play there by Pioneers. Smith's in there. Now goes towards Renfrey. Renfrey's got a little bit of time. Chips it over. He's looking for Edwards. Edwards does a pirouette. Now Lockyer gets involved. He does a little shimmy. Has a shot on goal.
Gee.
Waiting for the umpire's call and goes through for a behind.
Gee, if he...
2 big men moving like midfielders.
Yeah. If he'd banged that through. Got the replay here. Gee, the bounce was nice too for Nigel Lockyer Jr. So again, we lose a little bit of time on the scoreboard. The clock continues to tick down
stop the clock
while we wait for a footy.
The umpire actually has...
Bit of a bugbear for me.
Time's still going.
And now eventually the football gets run out. I don't know. I just think senior football, both in the town and bush competition, is worthy, I think, of time on. A couple of valuable minutes of what's been great, exciting action.
It's a good game of footy.
Just gone begging. Is it Eddie Hampton with the kick in? Good on your nephew.
Yeah, I reckon you're right.
He's going to come grandstand side. He'll go very short. No maintain possession with Sabian Little taking the mark in the back pocket. Big switch of play here to the opposite back pocket. Kick had to be good, and it was. So the Eagles.
Here they go. Oh,
Might
at
have
the
been
back
Kylan
there.
Bishop with the kick there. Oh, yeah, they've got runners
This
everywhere.
is the play now, Stan.
Coleman Ollis to Ethan Little, and he can run.
They got to make it happen here. They got to deliver. They got to work hard for the ball, and they've got to score. Ball goes out the back. Kurt Abbott gets it for Rovers. Barry now. Quick kick out, and it goes back to Rovers' half-forward line. Nash is underneath it.
Contest
Great
there,
work
Courtney.
by Little.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Here goes Nail Gun. The Nail Gun has a shot, dribbles it.
Oh.
Well done by Cole to intercept. Oh, good pressure there by Edwards.
Was it Edwards, was it?
Yeah.
Yes. He's going to play on.
Short passes on.
Oh, it's Kernoth again.
Guess who?
Gee, the nail gun, I thought he was going to put that one away.
He would have, I reckon.
He went the ground ball instead of the aerial.
He would normally put that away.
Nonetheless, shot a goal coming up from Tosh Kernoth. Probably should kick it from there. 15 metres out, directly in front. He pokes at it, but he pokes it straight. And the Double Blues string a couple of goals together.
Yeah.
Move their score on to 7-7-49. Pioneer 4-2-26. Red Tail scoreboard. I think it's pretty important for Rovers. They've kicked these last two.
Yeah.
5 goals, Kernoth. That's a big day out.
And Little's coming off. Looks like an ankle injury. And he'll be replaced by Lake. Yeah, but I think Pioneers need to answer Stan. I think they need to just get a goal so that they stay within the contest. We know what they're like. They can kick goals quickly, but they need a goal within the next 5, I reckon. Ball up in the middle of the ground. King and Miles. Miles wins that one, gets it to Hampton. Hampton's got a little bit of work to do. Kicks it to half forward now. Oh, Bishop underneath it. Great mark there by Nash.
Nash out to Luke Adams. Marks on the wing. Normally a good foot pass. No exception there. Found his teammate, the big fella Doyle. Doyle with the braids in the hair. Oh, gee, that kick a bit misdirected. Went through hands. Willie Foster was waiting at the back. He goes to ground, and a few fellas go to ground with the footy underneath. We'll get a ball up about 60 metres out from the Rovers' goal.
There's a few players have gone a bit not had enough of the footy at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see if Little and those types of players get involved again.
There's Cam Eilert. He hasn't been able to run free today. Every time he's got the footy, they've been onto him. But this time, he might get a free kick.
Yeah, he looks like it's being grabbed without maybe the extra sort of tackle on top of what they did earlier. I don't know.
Now, a player of his calibre and experience.
Yeah.
This is not an easy shot for goal, but if you're a betting man, you'd be pretty brave to bet against Cameron Eilert.
Yeah, absolutely.
Regardless of the difficulty.
We've seen him kick plenty of goals, and he's a skillful player.
If he can kick this too, suddenly the Double Blues have got a bit of a margin.
Yeah.
It'll be about 47, 48 metres out when he gets He's going to go from about 49.5 metres. He had the distance. He didn't have the accuracy. Point on the board to the Double Blues.
It looked like he didn't quite strike that ball. Maybe a little bit of timing.
What's the age bracket these days too? Maybe lost a yard or two?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great player over a long period of time.
Lynch now. Well done. Good spoil. Loudham's now.
Oh.
Puts a little dodge on, sells a bit of candy, gives it to Barry.
Strong, but
good tackle there by Lynch. Foster's in there.
Oh, it's called deliberate.
Yeah, good tough stuff there by both sides.
Plenty of vocal stuff from the sidelines suggesting maybe it was holding the ball. The umpire didn't pay that one, but he's given it to the...
Yeah, it was a solid
given it to the Eagles
solid
anyway.
Yeah,
Willie
sure.
Foster long kick. Edwards up high. Couldn't quite hold on to the mark. Crumbs gathered by Coleman Ollis. Slick hands from him to Jamal Lynch. Onto the boot, up towards the wing. There's the Iron Curtain. Kurt Abbott. This time getting to the ball before Sean Foster.
That's been a good contest, eh? That's been a ripping contest.
2 class acts there.
Yep.
Boundary throw in right in front of the Bowden McAdam grandstand at Traeger Park.
Ball up. We're just waiting for the rucks to get in position. Looks like Jamal Lynch will take it, and he'll go against King. Ball goes out the back. Lynch. Luke Adams gets in the way. Lynch gets a quick kick. This is Good play by Pioneers. Bishop is leading towards the ball. Max in there. Max in the middle of the gun. Here we go.
It's a bit of a leg.
Gets leg, but the umpire calls play on. Ball gets kicked out wide, and it goes towards the big guy in Walker. Clayton Walker now drives the ball down. He's looking for Foster. Foster's got 2 to beat.
The Iron Curtain does it again.
He just gets in the way. And you know what? His arms, I reckon they're like Inspector Gadget. Because he just gets there.
7-8-50 Rovers playing
You got the ball, and then he gets there.
4-2-26 on the red tail scoreboard. The margin is 24 points, but you still sense Pioneer are close enough if good enough. Lynch up high. Couldn't get hands on it in that ruck contest though. Big Doyle there. He's been tackled, lost possession. That might be holding the ball.
That's a
free kick's given. Jamie Hampton has taken the advantage. The umpires called that. Hampton, beautiful pass. Gee, I thought he'd put it to the right spot. Chris Williams couldn't quite get to it.
Kick.
Now got it on the bounce, but yep, Sean spotted that.
Yeah, Farrow's grabbed him, and but how's the effort? Ethan Little, one of the smallest blokes on the ground, takes down one of the biggest men on the ground. That's a ripping tackle, Stan. And
now the bloke who got him going in the second term with a couple of quick goals, Christopher Williams, shooting for his third.
That would be difficult too because of the breeze.
Oh yeah, she's blowing. You can see the trees in the background all over the place. It's a good looking kick. Post. You can almost hear the crowd there.
Yeah, I thought Farrow's efforts were good, but you could see him just grab the back of the Guernsey. And that's why Williams got the free kick. Anyway, ball gets kicked out. Lockyer flies high. He's got Mac to contend with. Mac brings him to the ground. Here you go. Rovers again. Paddy Doyle in the play again. He worked really hard today. Gives it back to Lockyer. Doyle again. Gives a handball across to Adams. Adams short pass. Cole intercepts at half back. Good play by the young man. Where's he going to go?
So Jackson Cole from half back. Gets it to the wing. There's Luke Adams again. The handball to Edwards. Edwards, quick handball. Just slapped that away, Charlie McAdam. He might have thought there was some pressure coming there. Now Kieran Smith picks up for the Eagles. Got the handball out wide. Jamie Hampton under a fair bit of pressure. The kick courageously smothered by Dylan Barry. They're going down like 9 pins at the moment. The umpire's going to give a free kick to the Eagles.
Yeah, for the extra.
Kieran Smith or Jackson Cole to take it.
Yeah. Kieran Smith.
The Eagles, 3.5 minutes left in this term. They want to get one just before the bell.
Bit stagnant. Still goes forward though, and there'll be a ball up in front of the tree of knowledge. Good movement by Lynch though. He knew nobody was leading, so he just pushed up and led to the boundary. Rucks will go at it again. Milesy and King goes at the back. Good play there by Pioneers just to push it forward. Cameron Eilert's in there as well. Gathers beautifully. Kicks along the boundary. Looks for Doyle. Doyle gets wrapped up again in a good tackle.
It was a good tackle. I don't know what opportunity he had to...
You're right. But Lynch, you're right, Stan. But Lynch made the tackle.
He doesn't care.
Ball at half forward now. Glover's in there. Ball on the ground. The umpire, goes out of bounds.
2.5 minutes left before the three-quarter time siren. Pioneer could just get one before the bell.
Look at the water boys like members.
Half-forward flag. Yeah. There's 4 water boys, all side by side. Whistle's gone, boundary thrown, free kick to the Eagles. This might be the opportunity for a late goal in this third term. Kirtley Hampton long and high, but they're going to bring it back. Shaney Miles with the free kick. Big ruckman, another lion-hearted effort, no?
Like what we say, mate.
Yes, it is.
The big guys don't get smaller, you know.
He'll keep coming, this bloke.
Yeah. Ball up. Well done there by Doyle. Just to push it towards the boundary.
Pretty good crowd at this end of the ground.
Yeah, that's...
Haven't seen it like that under the scoreboard at Town Footy for a while.
Yeah, Pioneers, they always come out and support their team. Ball up in front of the scoreboard. Lynch flies. Good play. McAdam's in there. Ball on the ground now. Gets flicked at the back. Eilert wins it. Gets a quick out. Shane Miles works hard. Lynch gathers the footy. Kicks it to the top of the square. Walker's in there. So is Williams. This will be interesting. Rovers player over the top.
Might be Kurt Abbott on top of it.
Here he is again.
The Iron Curtain.
Yeah.
Hard to get past.
Yeah.
Maybe a little case to the umpire there for free, but
He's had a decent game too, Stan.
won't be letting it go. He has. Quick kick out of defence here for the Double Blues. I think it was Davis. Gee, it was vital that Nailkin got a hand on that. Pioneers still get it. Cole Manolis, the handball. The short pass forward. It's been cut off by Cameron Glover just as the Eagles started to surge forward. Almost a bit of trouble as he played on. Wobbly kick to the flank, maybe a chance for a late goal for the Eagles. Pioneer had it.
Seconds.
Curtly Hampton, fancy dancing through traffic, but great smother Adam Davis.
Eddie Hampton, I think that was there.
All right. Yeah, it was too.
Ball in the middle. Coles goes bang. Goes towards his forward. Fly from Swan. Swan takes the mark.
This could be what the game needs just before three-quarter time.
That's the young man in Swan. I'm just trying to check his number. But, yeah, that's him.
Thomas Swan.
And he read that. You could see him at the back stand lining that up. Big kick. This will give him confidence going into the final term.
Yeah, they'll look up and they'll know they got the last goal, and 2 or 3, they could have their noses in front early in the last quarter. Big moment in the game. Good kick. Right to the line, it's a goal. What a way to finish the third quarter for Pioneer. They close the margin, moving on to 5-3-33. Rovers 7-8-50. So there's only 17 points difference on the red tail scoreboard at three-quarter time. We got the replay. Nice jump from behind. He was actually almost back down on the ground when he got the grab, but I reckon he was the only player that had hands on it.
Absolutely, and he
Thomas
went for
Swan.
One of the, not a big player as well, Stan. Had a good overhead mark. Well done.
His name is Swan, and it was almost the flying effort of a swan. They struggled to get off the ground a bit. He got up, he was back down, and he caught the footy.
He just had eyes for the footy, and that's all it comes down to. In some of those efforts, don't overdo things. Just run at the footy and keep your eye on it.
That sets it up for a ripping last quarter here at Traeger Park. 17 points the difference on the red tail scoreboard. Rovers are leading Pioneer. But we get the sense that the Eagles are going to make this even closer by the end of it. Stay tuned to ICTV. One more great grand final quarter of footy action coming your way.
The Central Australian Women's Legal Service, also known as CALS, is a free legal service for all women. CALS lawyers can help with legal problems, including family and domestic violence, child protection, family law, housing and debt. If you live in Alice Springs, Tennant Creek or a remote community, we're here to help. You can call us on 1800 684 055.
Yipper in your shopping centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yipper in your shopping centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Red Tails is driving good culture and good energy through the community. It's just as important that you're successful off the field as you are on the field, and I think that's what Red Tails drives, and that's opportunity to do virtually whatever you want, and it really explains to you that the world is your oyster. A lot of people talk about it. You see people wearing the shirts as you walk down the street, and I know a lot of people want to be a part of it, and I think it's driving change, it's driving positivity.
Yipper in your shopping centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yipper in your shopping centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Follow Melbourne's 6 steps to stay healthy and get rid of trachoma.
Blow your nose until it's empty. Wash your hands with soap and water. Wash your face to clean snot and yucky eyes. Brush your teeth with toothpaste morning and night. Have a shower with soap every day. Don't share towels. Clean faces, strong eyes.
For more information, contact Indigenous High Health.
Yipper in your shopping centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yipper in your shopping centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Welcome to the ICTV programming grid. The programming grid shows the different categories of videos playing on ICTV throughout the week. Each category is represented by a different colour. Young Way is yellow and features videos for kids and young people. These videos play on ICTV before and after school from Monday to Friday. Our Bedtime Stories is a special nighttime series for children in language. It plays every school night at 7:30 p.m. If you have a video you'd like to see on ICTV, please contact us. ICTV, showing our way.
Buildup. Are you or your family interested in studying? Learn in a supportive and culturally safe way. Bachelor Institute is currently enrolling students. We have courses in health, education, visual arts, media, and many more. We also have pathways into higher education. You can free call Bachelor Institute on 1800 677 095 or check us out on Facebook.
Yipper in your shopping centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yipper in your shopping centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
This telecast is brought to you by Red Tails, Pink Tails, Right Tracks Program, Yipper in your shopping centre, Centre Corp Foundation.
And welcome back on ICTV. One more quarter to go for the season for these two clubs, Rovers and Pioneer. Rovers 7-8-50, the Eagles 5-4-34, Red Tail scoreboard. The 2020 Premier League Grand Final. Sean, it's set up for a beauty. Just noticed Pioneer were back out in position pretty early there. Damien Hall held his players together a lot longer than Danny Measures did for the Eagles.
Yep.
I don't know if it's a sign the Eagles are up and about and just ready to get on with this.
Yeah, well, let's see how they start. Molesy's back into the ruck, and here ruck against Elliott. Molesy wins it out.
First goal's vital.
Farrows gets it. Little's in there. Farrows is underneath it again. Ball is not going anywhere.
Yeah, first goal, very important, I think, Sean, for Pioneer. Be on a bit of a roll.
Yep.
And for Rovers, steadies the ship.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball up again. Miles wins it forward. Again, players hold it up. It's exactly like the first quarter, actually.
A little bit of jousting going on here, feeling each other out. Who's going to crack first?
Coleman Otis has been really good.
Solid.
Yeah. Oh, over the back. Hampton now kicks it long to half forward. Foster's underneath it. And there he is again.
The Iron Curtain.
The Iron Curtain. Fantastic. Kicks it out to Davis. Davis now goes towards Clark. But the ball again will roll out of bounds on that wing.
Adam Davis, former captain. Is his nickname Goose? Sorry to bring that up on television, Adam.
Goose.
Doesn't play like one.
Good player. Good solid defender.
But we have got a Goose and a Swan out there, I've realised.
Yeah, a Goose, a Swan.
And plenty of Eagles. Lots of bird life. Shady Miles gets the tap for Pioneer. Big Doyle there, tried to get a handle on the footy, it wouldn't stick. Kirtley Hampton tried to get a handball out. Maybe the nail gun knocked it forward. Renfrey there in heavy traffic as well. So too Sean Edwards. Oh, it's tough in the clinches at the moment. The umpire called for yet another ball up. This one on the half forward flank. This is how the final term started. We've had about 3 or 4.
Exactly. Eagles just pushing the ball forward. Manolis, Cole Manolis.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oops.
Oh, just a missed kick. Edwards now clears the ball for the Rovers Footy Club. Laporta
Good game, this bloke.
takes an easy mark in the end. He's at half forward for the Rovers Footy Club. Kicks it long. He's going towards Kurnoff. Kurnoff, little push. But the umpire calls play on. Anyways, ball's on the ground. Cole's in there as well. Cole doing a really good job just to hold his player out. Now he gets the free kick.
Great defensive effort again, Jackson Cole. He'll scrap right to the end, this young man. Long kick too towards the wing. Jamal Lynch able to nudge his opponent underneath the football. A little bit going on there. I reckon there's probably going to be a free kick picked out here.
He got grabbed without it there, I think. Lynch.
That's what I thought. Might go to one of his teammates by the looks.
Yeah.
Chris Williams, or is it Kylan Bishop? Left foot.
Bishop.
Kicks to the half-forward flank, running onto it, Ethan Little. Taps
here
it
he
to his
goes.
own advantage, 55 out, gave the handball off to Foster. Foster normally deadly from here. He goes low and across the face of goal, and it rolls out of bounds in the snake pit forward pocket.
Well, they got their chances, Dan. They're getting their chances.
I tell you, what they'll be hoping they can do is just lock this in here until they get one.
Yeah, but they have to score. You have to, because it normally... You hold it down one end, then next minute the other team goes bang down the other end. Anyways, McAdam pushes it forward, pushes it to the boundary. Plays, they're still inside 50 for the Pioneers Eagles.
Charles, son of Gilbert.
Yes, Gilbert McAdam.
Another
Nephew
one of our great
Ian
Central
McAdam.
Australian AFL families.
Yeah, we're in their grandstand at the moment, Stan.
Bowden McAdam, yep. Oh, Kurt Abbott. Hands and knees. Oh, he's lost control of the football, though. The handball's been slipped out. Kirtley Hampton
look
around
out.
the body with the right boot. It goes across the face of goal, but a mark's been taken. Quick play on two from the Eagles. Good footy. Christopher Williams has taken the mark in 50 metres. A certain goal coming up for Pioneer. They're going to get what they want, the first one in the final term.
Stan, you picked it, mate.
This is big. He's kicked two already, Christopher Williams. That's his third. Pioneer close the margin. They're within reach, 6-4, 40. Rovers 7-8, 50, 10 points the difference on the red tail scoreboard. We got a close one.
Now Bishop's come off and now Smith back on the ground. Kieran Smith. Interesting where he lines up. Good play there by Pioneers. I mean, Foster was close. He almost kicked the goal. And then, Swan got it to Williams, and Williams capitalised. This is going to be an interesting end. If Pioneers can get another goal here,
gee, then the Double Blues start getting nervous.
It's going to be on. It's trying to get 4 in a row. Eagles trying to win their first in 10 years. Oh, it's just come down to who's going to be more hungry. Is it the Eagles or is it the Rovers Footy Club? Hampton now gets it to Mac. Mac goes bang. He's going towards Foster. Davis there does really good with his body work. Takes the bump. But Pioneers win the footy. Oh, well done by Doyle. He gets in the way. He lays a tackle on Foster. Ball still on the ground. Pioneers just pushing it forward. Here they go. Swan has a shot on goal.
Oh!
Whoa!
Poster.
Just
goodness, there's some great tackles in amongst that passage of play too. So many times I thought someone was going to break away.
Stan, that went through.
Oh, the hill to our left would have been on its feet, that's for sure. Here's a long kick in for the Double Blues, and it's a good kick in too. Doyle just stood there and waited for it.
Yeah.
I reckon he had a little think about playing on then thought better of it. Short pass on, and he finds the former captain, Adam Davis. Playing slow, stop-start footy though, the Double Blues.
Trying to slow him down now.
Oh, that kick hasn't hit the target. If you're going to do that, you have to hit your target. Sabian Little with the mark.
Now Lampton.
Oh, Lampton, sorry.
Yep. No, Lampton kicks it over the back. Yeah, it'll run out of bounds. This has been Pioneers' go though. They're just pushing it up.
And it feels like Rovers don't have that energy left in the legs at the moment. Second game in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
The match fitness not there, maybe.
Changes too. Some players come in from the reserves, from the reserves game the other week.
They haven't won 3 premierships lying down though. They'll dig in.
Yeah. What a great game of footy. Ball on the ground. No team can get it out. Pioneer player in there. I think that's Harvey. Could be wrong.
Could have been Williams too.
They just
Christopher Williams.
head over the footy. Good stuff by Williams.
No free-flowing stuff from the Double
Miles
Blues anymore.
Gets it going forward for the Eagles. Oh, that's there. Oh, player grabs him. Good play by Edwards just to clear.
Good grab.
Barry. Handball to the nail gun. Here they go.
Toshi.
Toshkinos got the sit. Oh, Cole does
Good
really
spoil.
well. Cole keeps him out. One-on-one footy at its best. Great play there by the Pioneer defender. Ball still moving around. The umpire will come and ball it up.
Crowd going wild down there too. Mostly
Yeah.
Pioneer supporters, and they'd be pretty happy about what Jackson Cole did then. Let's
Wow.
get this one on the
Look at
replay.
this.
He did well not to give away a free kick, some front-on contact.
Oh, brilliant.
Ball up deep in attack for the Double Blues. It comes down to Cam Island. Oh, they're straight onto him and they dump him into the ground. No prior opportunity, I would have thought, will get a ball up. It's about 30, 40 metres out
Now,
from
if that
Rovers' goal.
tells you something. They are hungry, Pioneers.
This is on the wall on the replay there. No time whatsoever for Cam Island.
Wow. But up the other end now, Stan. Miles Lockyer taps it forward. Good play by Swan. Gets it out.
Oh,
The ball goes out the back. The wind blows it around everywhere. Davis now gets a handball over to Sandry. Sandry to Edwards on the wing. Kicks it
They
in.
said might be upfield this one.
Free kick to Sandry.
Yeah, I reckon he was dumped as Edwards was kicking the ball, so it may go upfield to
Renfrey.
where Edwards' kick landed.
Yeah, and that's Renfrey who can.
He'd be
Kick the
right,
footy.
right on his distance here. Maybe just a metre or two too far. But it's in experienced hands.
Yeah.
The Eagles probably don't need little things to do little things like that, because I reckon Rovers are feeling the pressure. Gareth Renfrey. He's going to kick from about 52, 53 metres out. He goes long. I think he's just trying to put it into the square. Big pack of players, and Foster comes down with the footy. The veteran Willie Foster.
How good is that, Stan?
Brilliant. Played on the Jamie Hampton. He moves it quickly, and the Eagles are away through Jamal Lynch.
Ball goes to ground. King holds the footy up. This may be holding the ball. Well, he's lucky.
Not much opportunity, but not much effort to get it out either.
No. But interesting. Look, ball up. Just outside 50 for the Rovers Footy Club.
How important's the next goal now?
Miles contests with King. King wins it over the back.
Look out.
Here goes Rovers. Barry's in there. So is Lampton. Good play by the Pioneers defence. Hampton to Hampton. Well done.
It was actually Lampton to Hampton to Hampton.
Lampton to Hampton. Good play though by the defence.
There's only 9 points in this. Plenty of time. 12 and a half minutes to go.
Got to take a risk now. Miles has been fantastic.
No
He's
ruckman
got
against
no
him.
one against him, so he grabs it.
Oh, good tackle. Was
Tries
that
to
ball?
give a handball out.
Gee.
Good tackle. How well
Oh.
done. Here they go.
Rocket handball.
Long kick up to their forwards. Oh, Jimmy Bruce has got it. Oh, he's been taken. Foster follows up. Great tackle.
Oh, he's called that holding the ball. So Pioneer will get it anyway.
And
Cody Marriott not happy about it.
Sean Foster will kick from about 50.
Replay here.
That's a great tackle.
It is a great tackle. I don't know about prior opportunity, but it wasn't disposed of correctly
No.
either. So up to the interpretation of the umpy. He's the man with the whistle.
On a clear day with no win, I'd back him.
Yeah, this is a tough spot,
This is a
but
tough spot.
he's a good
He's a
kick,
good
and
kick.
he's a lefty.
Yeah.
Oh boy, bit riding on this one. Sean Foster. He's going to go close. Oh, just misses to the near side. Point on the board. The margin narrowed to just 8 points on the red tail scoreboard. The Double Blues to bring it back into play.
Clearly, yeah, he was under the prep. He was under the pump there.
Cody Marriott plays on as one bounce. He is a thumping kick, no exception there. A big long one.
Oh.
Well done, Jackson Cole.
How good has he been?
Got across, got the spoil. Saves the day for Pioneer.
The preliminary final, he was fantastic too in that game. And yeah, he's lifted a he's lifted. He is lifted. And so is the old man, the veteran in Foster in the back line. Ball up now. Shane Miles has been at it all day against King. He'll go against Davis this time. Now Miles grabs it, but Eilert grabs the footy, kicks it down the line. Cole's there waiting underneath it. Now Cole at half back. Can Pioneers move the ball forward? and get some clean possession. They go along to half forward. Oh, well done by Farrows.
Desperate.
Just gets a hand in there. Desperate defence. Pushes it out of bounds.
Take a little bit more off the clock. 7:8:50 to 6:6:42. Redtail scoreboard, an 8-point lead to Rovers. 10.5 minutes to go in the final term of the grand final for 2020. This game is up for grabs. Quick kick forward, gets the ball moving in the Double Blues direction. And again out of bounds next to the Tree of Knowledge. Half forward flank now for the Double Blues.
Yeah, this is it. Pioneers. Rovers. Good game of footy. 8-point ball game. Ball game right down to the wire. Miles wins it. King gets in front of him. Ball in front of both of those players. Manolis does really well to push it forward. Hampton now. He lets it go by, and Davis picks up and kicks it to the nail gun.
Oh, and it's out the full.
Nail gun, yeah. The ball actually beats him, and Pioneers will kick it in from half back.
There's a couple of times today the nail gun has been foiled by the boundary line.
Yeah.
Oh, Eddie Hampton plays on around the man on the mark. That was pretty good.
Played a good game today.
Solid as. Kick to the half forward flank. Glover in the front position. Just got his kick away, but the pressure came late. And I reckon it's out in the full again.
Yeah, and Cameron Gloves played a lot of footy at half. Today he's played a lot of footy at half back. When he won the medal, he was played at centre half forward. So it just shows you the versatility of the Rovers Football Club.
Colin Bishop with the kick forward for Pioneer, and he's put it straight onto the chest of Ethan Little, the captain of the side.
He's an awesome player. Kicks it to Hampton. Hampton now swings onto that right foot, kicks it up.
Big contest.
Big fly. Ooh. Good work. Pioneer player keeps his feet in Williams. Williams has still got the footy. He's got a couple of players there that have got him in a tackle. And the umpire will ball it up. Dangerous spot here, though.
Isn't it?
Dangerous spot here.
35 metres out from the Pioneer goal. If they get one here, we are in for a thrilling finish at Traeger Park. Gordy Lilliot to do the ruck work for the Double Blues. Pretty even between the two ruckmen there. We'll repeat the process. Another ball up, same spot. Clock ticking down to 8 minutes.
Wow. 8 points, 8 minutes.
Good ruck work, Jamal Lynch, but Cameron Eilert read it best of all. He'll kick it and put it out wide, out in front of Travis King. King a little bit of space here. Kicks looking for Sam Laporta. Had a big game, Laporta. He's taken the mark on the chest. Yeah. Most of his marks have been out around that wing half forward area, not inside 50.
He has had a ripping game.
Look for Kern, although Jackson Cole backing back into traffic again with the spoil, and then he picks up the crumbs.
So is he.
He's been terrific, and he's found a teammate too. Mark taken on the wing on that far side of the ground. Some good evasive skills there. Harvey, I think it was, kicked towards the 50. Up goes Lockyer, couldn't hold on to the mark. Crumbs come down. In fact, it was Farrows up there. Luke Adams searching for it, can't get it. Little handball out from Jimmy Bruce to Harvey. Harvey with the left boot. Wide out of bounds on the full in the forward pocket.
Gee. Just not quite close enough to goal. Just still in the Rovers defence. Ball gets kicked out. Miles is underneath it. Ball goes over the back. Max in there. Puts his body in there. Tries to get the handball out. The umpire will go in and ball it up.
I tell you, both teams have hunted in numbers today. The amount of pack tackling we've seen.
Yeah, it's been tight.
Desperate stuff. 8 points of difference on the red tail scoreboard. Shane Miles slaps it forward in Pioneers' direction, and they're going to get a free kick.
Here we go.
Over the shoulder of the decision. Little handball. Hampton onto the left boot. Bounces towards the attacking 50. Eilert very quick with the hands there. Got it over to his teammate Cody Marriott. Marriott kicks towards the wing, the ball off hands. Jackson Cole again. Boundary throw in on the Todd Riverside wing.
He's not letting it past that area, is he? He's doing a Kurt Abbott up the other end.
Tell you what, if the Eagles get up and win this, he would be giving Mr. Everingham a little bit of a shake.
Miles taps it. A good play. Hampton now's got it. That's Kirtley. Gets tackled.
6 minutes to go.
6 minutes.
Well, it's going to be a long 6 minutes for them blokes out there.
If you're watching that clock, you don't want to watch the clock because it'll go forever. Anyways, ball back. Still hasn't really moved from that area. And the umpires.
Oh, first one all day.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
And a 50. And look, that's probably what was said. Oh, first one all day.
No.
Well, that's a critical moment. 50-metre penalty. Gareth Remfrey.
No.
Not quite within goal kicking range. This is pretty much the same spot he had a shot from 5 minutes ago. He couldn't quite make the distance then. Don't know if he will now. They're looking for it out wider. Dylan Barry has got a longer leg, but he's even further out.
Yeah. If he'll thump it in the square, I reckon.
The other thing they are doing is taking a bit of time off the clock. Barry goes along. It's a little bit of a floater. Jackson Cole there. Oh, he couldn't hold on to that one. Just as he hit the ground, the ball spilled out. Oh, Lockie Lake, brilliant stuff out of defence. Oh, but his kick cut off by Renfrey. Renfrey can't break the tackle. Gets a handball, taken by Foster. Goes the big palm off. Too high. Well, umpire right on the spot.
Yeah. Got him a bit high there.
Yeah, the hand went out. Yeah. We'll get to see it on the replay anyway. Here it is now. Big Foster, he pushed him right in the chin. Tough. Oh, it's in the hands of the nail gun too.
Yeah.
One of the best kicks in Central Australian footy over the last decade.
There's one bloke that you give the footy to, mate. It's him. He's dynamite with the footy.
Baden, the nail gun now can misses. Pioneer breathe a sigh of relief. It's still a game on at Traeger Park.
They've got to go for it. They have to go for it. They've got to go up the other end.
Need some end-to-end stuff. Mind you, there's still 4 minutes left. There is time. Oh, big fly. Jamal Lynch there. Oh, through some heavy traffic, the headball towards Jamie Hemp. Great play, Chris Williams. Followed it up, then bad luck. Under pressure, off the side of the boot, out of bounds on the full, but his effort, commendable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, here we go, milk the clock.
Yeah, now they've got to pick up Pioneers. Got to make sure every player's picked up across the ground. Because there's a couple back and they can go back or sideways. So they got to roll up. Roll right up, roll right up.
Can't do it for too long.
No. Yeah, the long kick. Ruben Max in front position. Good play by Doyle. Doyle there gets it now. Got a little bit of time.
It's a free. Rovers get it again.
Farrows is going to get it. He'll get the free kick right in front of the commentary team. It's been brought back.
Yeah. The signal from the umpire was maybe a sling.
Yeah, the sort of like the extra tackle.
We've got it on the replay here. Oh, just after the ball left. Fraction in it. And the clock ticks down while we wait too. This is valuable seconds.
Yeah.
Disappearing from Pioneers' bid for victory here. 9 points the difference. Luke Farrows.
Nigel Lockyer, he'll go for.
High,
there he goes.
Out wide towards the attacking 50. Big pack, Lockyer up high, got hands on it. Mac tried to get a kick away, it was smothered. Laporta after the football for the Double Blues, couldn't take it. Oh, it's come out to the nail gun. He snaps around the body with the right boot, and the nail gun nails one. Rovers, perhaps a match-winning lead with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah,
gee, they're telling the crowd too down that end of the ground, the Double Blues players. I don't know if I'd be doing it just yet.
Yeah, you give
Two quick centre clearances and that could come back to haunt you.
Give him a second chance though, Stan. The nail gun.
Oh, yep.
He's even he's even just as good doing those snaps and kicking directly at the goals.
That's only the third goal kicker for Rovers. Tosh Kernoff 5, Nigel Lockyer Jr.
Tosh Kernoff, He started off brilliantly. Oh, I think, look, I don't want to call it, but I think unless they get the next goal quickly, Stan, I just think it's too far out now. The Pioneers have been fantastic, though. They haven't given up. And, look, they've pushed them. Ball at the back now. Cameron Olet's done that a few times just in this last quarter. Gets it quick. Oh, here goes the nail gun again. Kicks it to Kunoff. Ball will beat him out of bounds in front of the scoreboard here at Traeger Park. They've, look, 1 minute to go now. Pioneers have done a really good job today.
They're almost back, the Eagles, eh?
Yeah.
There's a premiership around the corner.
Exactly. Laporta gathers, Farrows tries to snap on goal, gets tackled, Doyle's in there. Doyle gives a quick handball out, finds Eilert gets tackled. Pioneer still applying really good pressure, goes to the back. Gareth Renfrey gets caught, holding the ball. Now Kirtley Hampton's away, gets a quick to the middle gets a kick to the middle of the ground. Harvey gathers, gives a quick one over to Bishop. Luke Allums is in there as well, gives a handball out. Ethan Little hard at the footy, but just as courageous. Kurt Abbott applies a good tackle.
Big game from Kurt Abbott today.
Yeah, he was good early, Stan. He was good for about three quarters. He just cut everything off.
We're nearly there. Only 7 seconds left on the clock in the 2020 season. Unbelievably, it's going to be 4 in a row for the Double Blues. There goes the final siren. 4 successive premierships. What a ripping game of footy. It was tight right to the end. Rovers winning 8-9-57. Pioneer 6-6-42 on the red tail scoreboard. And I reckon that says it all, the scoreboard. Not much in it. Not much scoring from either team. A real just tight, tough contest. A real tough grand final. Congratulations to Rovers. Some credit to Pioneer and something to look forward to, I think, the Eagles.
Yeah, that's it. Like I said, Stan, they've got a good young side, Pioneers. They've won the last 2 premierships in the under-18s as well. So those guys have come through and done a really good job in the senior side. You know, it's good having Kirtley Hampton back into the team here. Look, fantastic effort by Pioneers. But look, got to give credit to Rovers, mate. They were up for the challenge today and a really good effort. So all credit 4 in a row to the Rovers Footy Club.
To take you through the goal kickers, Tosh Kernoth 5. Yep. 2 to Nigel Lockyer Jr. and 1 to the nail gun, Bader Nalkin. That was Rovers goal kickers. For Pioneer, 3 to Christopher Williams and 1 each to Sean Foster, Thomas Swan and Kirtley Hampton. Really, Sean, you look back on the entire game, I reckon it's that start from Rovers that got them over the line. 4 goals to no goals in the first term.
That was it in the end, you know.
They were outscored after that.
Pioneers were fantastic from that point on, and just that early start from Rovers. And look, to their credit, they hung in there. They were pressured by Pioneers, and look, there was some fantastic football played today by some individuals.
Try and take the police out of the background.
Yeah. Looked like one of my favourites might be heading towards the microphone with Clint down there after the game. He kicked 5 goals. We just mentioned him. Tosh Kernoth, the star from Harts Range. So we might cross down to Clint and see how he goes.
With Tosh Kernoth here, mate. Congratulations. Rovers defeated Pioneers 8-9-57 to 6-6-42. Mate, that's 4 in a row. Well done. And 5 big ones in the grand final. Congratulations. Well done.
Well, thanks to Pioneers for the effort, you know. Played a pretty good game there, but to our guys, for credit for us, you know, 4 in a row. And yeah.
So it was sort of an arm wrestle all game. They were coming hard. It was back and forth. Did you feel in control? Did you feel like you had the wood on them? Like you've had the wood on them all season and you finished high on the ladder. Did you feel confident, you know, you boys were going to get over the line in the end? Or?
I know they're coming hard there in that third last quarter there, but we had to fight hard and just keep on, you know, just pushing and just have to pressure them, and yeah, that's just hit them goals.
All right, mate. Big effort. 5 goals in the 2020 CAFL Grand Final. Well done, mate. Good stuff.
Yeah, thanks. Cheers.
Big thank you to Clint, and thank you also to Tosh Kernoth. Kicked 5 goals. Normally a good-looking fella, but he didn't show us his face too much on the camera there. He turned himself sideways. Look, we're going to take a short break so we can get back in time for all the presentations. And what you've just witnessed is Rovers' 4th premiership in a row against a gallant Pioneer. You've seen it on ICTV. Stay with us to wrap up the day.
Welcome to the ICTV Programming Grid. The Programming Grid shows the different categories of videos playing on ICTV throughout the week. Each category is represented by a different colour. Young Way is yellow and features videos for kids and young people. These videos play on ICTV before and after school from Monday to Friday. Our Bedtime Stories is a special nighttime series for children in language. It plays every school night at 7:30 p.m. If you have a video you'd like to see on ICTV, please contact us. ICTV, showing our way.
The Central Australian Women's Legal Service, also known as CALS, is a free legal service for all women. CALS lawyers can help with legal problems, including family and domestic violence, child protection, family law, housing and debt. If you live in Alice Springs, Tennant Creek or a remote community, we're here to help. You can call us on 1800 684 055.
Red Tails is driving good culture and good energy through the community. It's just as important that you're successful off the field as you are on the field, and I think that's what Red Tails drives, and that's opportunity to do virtually whatever you want, and it really explains to you that the world is your oyster. A lot of people talk about it. You see people wearing the shirts as you walk down the street, and I know a lot of people want to be a part of it, and I think it's driving change, it's driving positivity.
Yipper in your shopping centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yipper in your shopping centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Follow Melbourne's 6 steps to stay healthy and get rid of trachoma.
Play your nose until it's empty. Wash your hands with soap and water. Wash your face with clean snot and yucky nose. Brush your teeth with toothpaste morning and night. Have a shower with soap every day. Don't share towels. Clean faces, strong eyes.
For more information, contact Indigenous High Health.
Yipper in your shopping centre. It's just so convenient and so much to choose from. Undercover parking and my favourite shops are all in one area. There's so many new shops to see right in the heart of Alice. Yipper in your shopping centre, Hartley Street, Alice Springs.
Buildup. Are you or your family interested in studying? Learn in a supportive and culturally safe way. Bachelor Institute is currently enrolling students. We have courses in health, education, visual arts, media, and many more. We also have pathways into higher education. You can free call Bachelor Institute on 1800 677 095 or check us out on Facebook.
Melbourne's Safe Bathroom Checklist helps you keep your home healthy. Check your bathroom using the 3 options from the list. Tick it if it works, and look around your bathroom for other things that might not be working as they should. Cross if it's broken or not working correctly, and circle things on that list that you don't have in your bathroom. A healthy home keeps you and your family healthy. And don't forget to report anything that's not working to your local housing authority.
This telecast is brought to you by Red Tails, Pink Tails, Right Tracks Program, Yipper in your shopping centre, Centre Corp Foundation.
Hey, welcome back on ICTV from Traeger Park in Alice Springs. We've just witnessed Rovers winning their 4th straight premiership, 8-9-57 against a gallant Pioneer, 6-6-42 on the Red Tails scoreboard. While I've got a chance, a big thank you to the Red Tails, Pink Tails, Right Tracks Program, Yipper in your shopping centre and Central Australian Women's Legal Service. It's the support of those organisations that have made the telecast of 3 grand finals today possible. My name's Stan Coombe, joining me in commentary, Sean Cusack. Sean, we're going to see the Rovers players get their glory shortly as they get called up to get their premiership medallions. I reckon before that happens, it would be wrong to not acknowledge the good players from Pioneer today. When I look down their list, I find it very hard to go past a couple of fellas with Cole in the surname, Jackson and Jarwin Cole-Manolis.
Yeah, both terrific. Both had really good games today. Jackson across half-back was superb, and he really came into the game in the second half as well, and just some of those defensive efforts to spoil, and we've seen him go against Tosh Kunoff one-on-one and just stopped him from getting that run on play and kicking a goal. He just got his body in the right spots, and he did a really good job, and he also cut a lot of the Rovers attack off by just a simple spoil, but really working hard to get across there. Jarwin Cole-Manolis was fantastic, played across in the middle, played up forward, but every time he attacked, every time he was near the footy, he attacked the footy, he put his body over it, got some free kicks and got his team going. So yeah, they were fantastic today, those two players.
The veteran Willie Foster was probably hoping this would be a swan song, bowing out with a premiership. He might have to go around again, and why not the way he played?
Yeah, look, he was super today, some big marks. And look, just the things that he does, little things, you know, gets a hand in there, gets a quick handball out, you know, puts his body in, you know, makes way for the little fellas. So, look, he was brilliant today as well. And he's one of the older guys, so it'd be good to see him go around again next year.
Bit of a spark in the forward line provided for them by Christopher Williams, and Shane Miles is always a lion-hearted effort in the ruck. I think we've just had the announcement of the Everingham medal. Tosh Kernoff heading up to collect another bit of silverware. 5-goal effort from Tosh today, and certainly a worthy winner.
Yeah,
put that with his Minahan medal and his Nicky Winmar medal too for best on ground Dreamtime at the G.
Do you know, like exactly what I said, if you can hold him out for the first quarter or two, you know, he doesn't have a good day. But today,
3 goals in the first.
3 goals in the first quarter.
Credit to Jackson Cole, because I reckon he went on him after that, and there was only 2 more for the rest of the day.
Exactly.
And Cole rebounded out of defence time and again.
Yeah, had to make him chase him. So, good effort by Kurnos, and he's been through a bit over the last year and had to sort himself out, and now he's back playing footy.
Broken leg too, not that long back.
The dislocation of the elbow.
Oh, he's cupped it all.
Yeah.
And you can see some of the celebrations there amongst the Rovers players. Guess we can make comment on them as they come up and get their premiership medallions. Yeah. Simon Hargrave is calling on the Rovers coach Damien Hall to come across. Of course, while we've got an opportunity to, Simon Hargrave.
Just
great effort from him this year to come back to Alice Springs and help with the administration of this competition. Glad he came.
Yeah, just with Shane Miles you were talking about earlier too, Stan. Brilliant lion-hearted effort in the ruck. And I think he got him going in that second half too.
Oh, that first tap in the second quarter, bang, and Williams got the goal from about 70 metres out. So Damien Hall starts calling out his premiership players, and the first one is the Iron Curtain.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Kurt Abbott, he would figure high among their better players today, you would think.
A couple of big tussles with Sean Foster today.
Almost impassable at half-back. Fine young man, does a great job out at Urara College too, so I know there will be some people that work there. Here's Lukey Adams, taking the daughter out too to get the medal around his neck. Scarlett, young one there. Now Dylan Barry comes up and gets it. He's got a swag of these, and he's also got a Everingham medal best on ground in one of the 4 victories in a row for the Double Blues. Here comes the son of the president, Tommy Clark. Real honest, in and under type. He's given great service to the Double Blues. So too this man, former captain Adam Davis. They call him the Goose, but he doesn't play like one.
He's a real leader in the Rovers Footy Club, Adam.
Big doily. He's got the hairstyle too, same hairdresser as Tosh Kernoth. Just couldn't afford the beads. Here comes Sean Edwards, player with AFL experience. Has come down from Darwin, along with Cameron Islet. Co-captain Luke Farrows. Another great servant for the footy club.
He played well, and an honest footy player.
Solid as a rock. That's why he gets a leadership role. Also a Minahan medal winner in the past.
Yeah, Glover had to play on the back line today.
Cam Glover, in grand finals, he's done it at both ends of the ground. Here comes Cameron Islet, one of the superstars of territory football. And add that to your collection of medals, Cam. I reckon that's 8 NTFL premierships, 1 CAFL, 2 for Thunder. Travis King gets another medal as well, the big ruckman. Here comes Tosh Kernoff, best on ground today. And Sam Laporta, what a game this bloke had.
Yeah, he was brilliant today, wasn't he?
If Kernoff doesn't get best on ground, this fella does in my mind.
He ran the ruck.
Mark after mark in between half forward and the wing. Just the avenue through which they went into attack. Nigel Lockyer, of a superstar, kicked 2 goals. And here comes Cody Marriott. You've spoken about how hard he's worked lately.
To work. I reckon he's lost a few kilos and he looks really, really good. And he's had to work his backside off to get into the A-grade side.
He's the son of an AFL player, Gilbert McAdam's son, Charlie McAdam. Got Peter Nash. Next one up for the Double Blues. Big smile on the dial too. Here comes the nail gun. Baden Nalkin.
Yeah, what a legend.
He'll go down as one of Central Australia's finest. So too this man. Best on ground last year, solid as a rock again today, Gareth Renfrey. Couple to go. Couple of young fellas waiting in the wings. Here's Jack Sandry. Big round of applause from his teammates. That's one thing about going last, Sean. You got more teammates there to
they can
clap you on.
cheer you on.
Benny Wade, not as dominant as he was last year. He had a fantastic grand final, but he's got 2 premiership medals in a row now. Damien Hall receives his medal. The coach gets it from the president, Rob Clark. And now all there's left to do is the Premiership Cup. Gareth Renfrey, Luke Farrows, Damien Hall, they take that in hand. Their teammates watch on. There they go, they're cheering it. The Double Blues win 4 in a row. Here comes Renfrey and Farrows with the cup. What a massive day for the Rovers Football Club, Sean. 3 premierships today. They've won the one that matters most, the Premier League, but they also took out the reserves and the women's crowns earlier on
Big
today.
day for the club, yeah.
That's a massive effort from the Double Blues. And I can think back to when Ron Clark first got out with that club and maybe got on the committee. They were just about down and out.
10 years ago, I think.
You've been a part of the resurrection in the past. Coached the first 2. Damien Hall finishing off coaching the last 2. Well done to the Rovers Football Club. We're going to sign off from ICTV. Stan Coombe, Sean Cusack. Thanks again. It's been a big day.
Looking forward to tomorrow, Stan.
That's going to be a really, really big day, isn't it? Tune in to ICTV tomorrow starting at 10:30 a.m. for the first of 4 preliminary finals from the Maestros from the bush. It's going to be up and back from one end of the ground to the other, I can guarantee you that. But for now, bye from Traeger Park. Congratulations to the Rovers Football Club. Thank you, ICTV.
ICTV, showing our way.
Welcome to the ICTV Programming Grid. The Programming Grid shows the different categories of videos playing on ICTV throughout the week. Each category is represented by a different